Welcome back.
What shall we do? It's hard to decide.
It really is.
Literally, the only thing on my mind is D&D. Like, I need something else.
D&D is on the brain.
It doesn't help that I'm literally fidgeting with a D12 right now. We must do something else. But what else is there for us to do? Oh, I just rolled a 2. That's sad.
Oh. Well, now I'm gonna roll.
Nat 20! There we go.
Oh, nice. I got a nat 20.
Let's go!
Let's go!
We just had to start a chain reaction is all we had to do.
So we needed.
Let's see. What games do we have in common on Steam?
That's actually a good question. I don't know.
Friends. Yeah. There you are.
Just play together.
Hold on, it's gonna take me 5 minutes to figure out how to get there.
You can just right click on my profile. It says find games to play together.
Oh, I opened your inventory.
Ah.
That's clearly wrong.
Anything interesting in there?
No.
I don't think so.
Wait, what? What? How do you find this?
Like, when you go to friends, your friends list, you right click on someone, it says find games to play together.
I see open link in new tab and copy link address.
What? Where are you?
On the friends page in Steam.
When you're viewing your friends list?
Yeah, I'm viewing my friends list, and I right click and it says open link in new tab.
Huh.
It's okay. I know there's.
Oh, like at the top friends.
Oh,
like
I just saw friends. Games. I somehow missed games, but now I can filter to what we both own.
Yeah.
You have Monster Prom! Oh my god.
I do.
Oh, you also have Portal too.
I do. I got it a while back. But also Portal's on both Portal games are on sale for like less than $1.
Yeah, I know. It's really rough.
I looked at it. I was like, huh. And I bought Portal 1.
Nice. I've already played Portal 1, so I don't really want to play through it again.
I played through it a bunch, but I only had it on like the Xbox or whatever. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, I
grabbed it.
I played 1 on my Switch, and I started playing 2 with a friend on my Switch as well, but we haven't played it in a while.
I got Portal 2 on my computer because there was a mod that I wanted to play, like a mod or like a separate variation of Portal 2. But you needed the base game to play it.
Oh no, the DLC.
Yeah.
It looks like our options are 2-player lethal, golf with your friends, Portal 2. I guess we could do tabletop simulator, but that's better with more people.
Yeah.
We could also do Monster Prom. But like those are our options unless we want to do Minecraft.
Huh.
Ah! I dropped my D12.
Oh. Don't do that.
Okay, my next 3 rolls after that nat 20 were 8, 3, and 13. There's another 20! Let's go! I'll take it.
12. 18. Oh, these are all my good rolls. 11. Oh, there we go. 5. Wonderful.
I'm gonna switch to just chatting while we figure out what to do.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I'm on my way there. Do you understand how to like actually build the character stats? Because Theo just had me roll dice and then did all the math for me. And I know it wasn't just like a simple addition, because I know if it was simple addition, the numbers would have been different.
I mean, for my character, all I did was roll dice because I used D&D Beyond for my stats.
I like physically rolling dice. I just need to know what the maths is.
I don't know. I used D&D Beyond just to roll all my stats.
I'm gonna make Theo teach me.
Find out what it. I mean, you could probably look it up, right?
I probably could. I
Like how
I
to
started doing like a
roll.
little bit more research into D&D stuff, and I learned about instant character deaths, and I'm like, oh, those are rough.
Okay. Rolling ability stats in D&D 5e is straightforward. You roll four six-sided dice, then discard the lowest roll.
That's what it
It's
was. Okay, so
yeah,
you roll
and then repeat
4d6 and
six
discard the
numbers.
lowest.
Yes.
Okay, so
4d6,
theoretically, if I were to do one
and
right
then
now,
discard it. And then you repeat it until you have 6 numbers.
I just got a 1.
Well, at least you get to discard the lowest.
Yeah, I guess. 1, 5. Hold on, I'm typing this. Hey, Hefe, welcome back. Did you get your water? Okay, there's a 5. Okay, so now a 4. And you said you roll it 4 times?
Yes, you rolled it 4 times.
Another 5. Okay, where was this when I was making Asteria? That would have been a 14.
Yeah, I think my highest
rough.
roll when doing stats was an 18. Which I gave to Charisma.
Yeah. Hold on. What is Asteria's? I need to open it back up again. Highest for Asteria was definitely Wisdom at a solid 14. Her strength naturally being the lowest. Because imagine if her strength was the highest. That'd be fucking wild. A little 6-inch thing just yeets you.
Yeah, all of our strength is pretty low except from Sam.
Yeah, which makes sense for Raven. I think us higher strength for Raven makes so much more sense. Yeah, I feel like the rest of us are not strength.
All of us are smaller.
Well, also personality-wise.
Yeah.
Personality-wise, definitely fits Raven more.
Yeah, mine's an 8. A solid 8.
Honor bound to acquire it? Good. Yeah.
It was a 7.
It was rough. I also had a couple stats change. I think I changed dexterity and probably constitution. Because I added 1 to 2, so that way I can get a plus, like another plus for 2 different stats.
Because I added 1 to strength and 1 to charisma to get my charisma up to 20, and then my strength just a little bit higher.
Yeah, I definitely remember I added 1 to dexterity because I was like, my dexterity sucks!
Yeah, my dex is not bad, but that's a fine. Because it's like, it's an 8, 16, and then it's 3 13s. And then 20.
Damn, dude.
Overall, not bad.
Damn, dude, imagine having good stats. Could not be me.
I rolled pretty well.
Yeah.
It was just like 1, 7.
I was rolling with Theo on call, obviously, because he was helping me. And he's like, you are rolling so bad. And I was like, I'm gonna cry. What shall we play? I'm loving the silence.
Yeah, because I don't know.
At this point, I straight up may just create a D&D character. Because I also want to like read more into all the different classes. I think I'm gonna do class.
That's fair.
I think I'm gonna decide class and then race.
That's fair. I think I'm between 2 classes. Hold on. Where is classes? I can use 5e tools. That works.
Oh, I've always been using 5e tools because that's where I know where I could find the information on my race.
Yeah, because I mean that's all like things extra. D&D Beyond doesn't have too much on it.
I just know I was going off of Theo's screen share, and I was like, dude, where do I find this like pixie stat? I can't find it in 5e tools at all. And he's like, oh, you have to add on a homebrew. And I'm like, I have to. Why do we have homebrews in a first ever campaign for 3 people? So I in fact did not know that. Actually, D&D Beyond is actually pretty good for classes.
Yeah, D&D Beyond 4.
It helps me visualize it better. The one that 5e tools has is like rough to look at.
It's races that D&D Beyond is not great at. Unless you want to do
It
like
wouldn't
the base.
surprise me.
Unless you want to do like the base things,
Yeah.
which is not bad.
Mm. No, that's not what I want. I'm trying to figure out how to screen share this. That way it's not so boring for my
Oh
stream.
god, yeah, I should show my stream. I forgot I was streaming.
No.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry.
Hi,
You couldn't see my
Kayla's
screen.
chat.
I forgot you guys can't see this. Hold on.
I'm trying to figure out how to do this without like showing my whole screen.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Now I go, hold on.
Probably display
Yeah.
capture? Oh,
Probably.
oh god.
Or
And then
window
probably just
capture.
crop it.
Yeah.
I just don't remember how to crop it.
You can like right click. Right click. Is it transform? No. Edit transform?
I thought you could hold control to do it.
You might be able to.
But like holding control isn't doing anything for me right now. Also, display capture is definitely not what I want because it is in fact showing my OBS.
Yeah, you'd want window capture.
Yeah.
Or just like a specific window. I'm just cropping it so it doesn't show all of my things at the top.
Window capture. Okay.
You guys don't need to see my tab.
Yeah, it does not need to be seen. How did you do it? Transform?
Yeah, it's transform.
Oh, is there a way to drag it?
I don't know. I just clicked and just
I know that there's a way. Is it shift? Maybe it's shift click. Oh, shift right click.
Now I just gotta remember that they can see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's gonna be the hardest part. You know what? I have a brilliant idea. We're just gonna make it so big that the tabs are off the screen.
That works as well.
It'll be a little cut off for chat, but they can deal with it. I should play some music. It is dead quiet.
I immediately put my music back on. I was like, you guys no, you guys don't need it, but I need it.
Okay, there we go. Did it work? Where is it? Hello? There we go! I just have to drag it below my, all my things. There we go. And then, there should be no audio with it. So, oh god, what did I click? I don't know what I clicked.
You're clicking things.
Clicking things. Alright, chat can see it now. D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I think there's only one class that's not on D&D Beyond. That's in 5e. That's the Artificer.
I was about to say, is it Artificer? Because it is in fact on like my tab for here.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I did say I wanted to do a more charismatic character, but I don't know. Do I want to deal with being a warlock? Or a sorcerer?
Well, that's fine.
It's like, do I really want to deal with that?
Maybe we'll build an actual better team composition this time.
It may be. It's a little we're a little heavy on the spell casting, except for Raven.
Yeah.
Dude, Asteria.
We don't really heal when we just throw spells and hope for the best.
Yeah. When I said I didn't want Asteria to really be that good with weapons, I didn't actually mean it for like in the campaign every time she tries to use her crossbow she misses.
Yeah,
apparently
apparently
like
Kairos is just
times.
really bad at spell casting. Which, funny enough, exactly match. It's just perfect. It actually kind of works, but it's also really silly.
Yeah. It's like, we had these things in mind for our character, except we didn't actually mean for them to play out like that. The way Raven goes, leave the arrow stuff to me when she misses the crossbow on the angel.
It's every single time. It's like I feel like Raven's gotten the last hit on everyone, and it's always an arrow like right between the eyes or something.
Yep, that's just Sam rolling good. Sam has good dice.
Sam has good dice, and you know, It actually hits the shots.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I should update my title. I like how I said marrying the sunflower girl and I didn't even propose to her.
There was the hope was there.
The hope was there. Okay.
I'm considering playing a paladin, maybe. Or a
Ooh.
druid.
I was just thinking druid as well. Cause like I either like I kind of want low key Disney princess, so like super charismatic or like really good with animals.
That's fair. Because the druid is mainly because that in my Baldur's Gate playthrough, I'm playing as a druid.
I keep forgetting about Baldur's Gate.
I love Baldur's Gate. I still haven't finished it. It's the funnier part, and I played like 100+ hours. But I love it. I don't love where I'm at in the game.
I don't love that I don't have the game.
I keep seeing that it's on like your wish list. I'm like, if I had money, I would.
Yeah, it's really expensive though. Is it even on sale with the summer sale?
I think it is a little bit, but it's not like a massive sale.
Let me see.
I
I found out that there's Nancy Drew games. It's 20% right now.
Yeah.
So it's $48.
Yeah, I didn't even buy it for myself.
Baldur's Gate is so fun. For real. You know, it happens. Let's see.
If I pay a paladin, though, I have to be nice.
I like how that's the downside.
Well, yeah, because it's a holy warrior bound to a sacred oath.
Yeah. I mean, it could
I'm
be
a
like
good person.
Does it have to be like holy in this?
The presence of strong evil registers on your sentence like a not.
Okay, okay, okay.
It's all divine and stuff. I have to be good.
Me
like,
being a cleric.
I believe being bad breaks my oath.
Oh.
And I'd stop being a paladin.
Oof.
It's like an oath
rough.
broken.
Really rough.
But I can heal people by touching them. I'm a blessed touch.
That would be helpful. I swear to fucking God, if I don't remember to prepare cure wounds next time we play, I'm gonna be so pissed at myself. Because I literally said it at the beginning of the session. And then Theo was like, oh yeah, you guys have long rested. I was like, oh, cool. And I immediately forgot. It was like 5 minutes later.
Because we're gonna probably start at 3rd level again. I'd be immune to disease.
Oh, I love that for you. I'm actually gonna genuinely look into Druid.
Yeah, Druid's nice. It's the wild shaping that I love.
Yeah, that is definitely really cool.
Because Druids are fun.
Okay, this is very mystical descriptions from D&D Beyond. Give me the straight facts, 5e tools. Welcome to 10 minutes of reading.
Yeah, I might actually go paladin. We'll see.
Let's look at the druid spell list.
If I add class and turn that to a level 3. Okay.
Oh, I can continue having guidance. I really like having guidance.
I have to pick. Oh god, yeah, I have to pick my oath. What oath I have.
Oh, yeah. That's like what god is Asteria gonna worship.
This is basically Warlock, but opposite.
You swung to the other side of the...
Basically, I went from being, I don't care, people can die, to I have to save people and evil is bad. I'm joining Asteria and Seti in the terms of don't kill people.
Yay! Welcome. I just
Looking at you
did straight up open
disapprovingly.
your stream on my stream. I was like, oh, I gotta go collect my my Shymel points. Oh my god. Do you think we're gonna be starting at first level again, or are we gonna start at third again? I say first level again. It was just first.
I feel like we would start at third level because, like, he says it's like he was like, oh, it's more interesting, you know. We have more access to more stuff at third level.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll probably start at third level
Yeah.
again.
I need to ask him if he has anything that would directly contradict my character's alignment before the campaign, because Asteria was lawful good, and then we just started the campaign in jail. It's like, well, about that. Like,
it could have been an accident.
No, it wasn't. She was full on trespassing.
Mine was an accident.
Her pixie curiosity got the better of her.
Mine was literally a spell misfired.
Oh.
And I broke shit. Which, funny enough, completely ends up with how badly my spells have gone.
Oh, I love that so much. Well, like,
which have been flying off and hitting shit and blowing up.
Yeah. Well, like, the race pixies are, like, naturally, like, curious or whatever piques their interest they'll go after. Asteria was, like, very much like, oh, like, I'll only ever very rarely get distracted. And that still kind of holds true. But, like, before it was, like, not to the point where she'd get caught for trespassing, but now she is caught for trespassing. So. Processing those. Oh, but her, like, curious nature still carries over by asking a lot of questions, because I just genuinely ask a lot of questions. So any character I play is going to be a bit curious because I want to know all the things. And I that shows through my character because that's the only way I could ask, you know?
I want to just look at the different types of these.
Druid table? What the hell is a druid table? Is this it? I think this is it.
What are you looking at?
I think this is a druid table. You want to know what's so funny? I don't even know if Asteria is fully set up properly, because when making a character sheet, Theo was like, oh, we'll just use D&D Beyond. And I was like, okay. And, like, they don't have a race for pixies, so we built it off of a human. So I have no idea if everything's correct there or not. And I am afraid to ask.
Oh, that's actually a really cool spell. It would have to be if I was taking the Oath of Conquest, but that's a cool spell. Command.
Oh.
You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn.
What's the DC?
So things like DC?
Or, like, what do they have to roll?
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, but, like, what number?
Well, whatever they are, right? Or whatever my thing is.
Oh, maybe.
They have their own wisdom. Each character has their own wisdom.
Yeah, but, like, they have to meet a certain number in order to beat it. Or maybe you're rolling against them. Are you rolling against them in wisdom?
It means if I do the spell, they have to do a roll.
Is it?
And if it has to match a certain thing. I don't know. I don't have any stats here.
Okay. It's based off stats?
I mean, it's their wisdom saving throw. So, like, you know, when you have to do it's probably based off of, like, I don't know.
Yeah, but, like, when you do a wisdom saving throw, there's a number you have to beat.
It'll probably be my wisdom, or they have to beat whatever their.
Maybe.
But yeah, so it's like I can tell them to approach me.
Approach.
To drop. Yeah, approach. They move towards me by the shortest and most direct route, and during its turns, if it moves within 5 feet of me, drop. They drop whatever they're holding, and they end their turn. Flee. The target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available means.
Nice.
Grovel.
Wait,
the target falls prone.
I do have cure wounds. I can continue to be a healer as a druid. Woo!
And then I can also be a healer as a paladin.
Let's go! 2 healers!
2 healers!
We can figure it out together, because I sure as hell have learned nothing from playing a cleric.
And then I can tell them to halt, and they don't move and take no actions.
Damn, that's actually really cool.
A flying creature stays aloft, provided it is able to do so. That's interesting. That's cool.
Oh, and you prepare the list of druid spells? So you can prepare different spells for each day, I think. Is that right? Is it like a cleric in that manner? I don't remember. Or not remember, I don't know. I don't have this knowledge previously. That's a question for a D&D person.
Yeah, I gotta figure out which oath, because then it'll be which set of spells. Because command seems cool.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that. But then I could also have... Oh, yeah, sanctuary. Sanctuary is good.
Oh, yeah.
Protection from good and evil. Lesser restoration. That's good. Oh. Wait, that's an interesting spell. It's a 5th level spell, but it's an interesting spell. Zone of Truth.
Oh.
You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on the point of your choice.
Is this all under your oath?
These are oath spells, yeah.
Wow.
Not under the same one. Command's a different one, but I'm looking through each section. But Zone of Truth is so they have to, if they enter, they have to make a charisma saving throw. And on a failed save, a creature cannot speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
Wow.
You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw.
Wow. They step into your aura. It's like, you're not charismatic enough. Tell me the truth.
They do know, they are aware of the spell, and they can avoid answering questions to which you would normally respond with a lie. So they can be evasive of the truth, but they can't lie.
Is that like a concentration spell? Because what if you use the truth thing with...
Not. There's the duration of 10 minutes. It's enchantment, casting time, 1 action. Yeah, there's no concentration here.
Because I wonder... I don't know all the stats, obviously, and like all the limitations and stuff, but I'm wondering if you can use... Oh, I know, these are different oaths. But it would be cool if you could use like the truth zone thing with the command.
It would be.
You have 2 paladins in a party. One does the truth zone, the other does the command, and then you have a third person to ask the question in case that breaks concentration or some shit.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay, interesting. So depending on which oath I take, I have a certain, like, tenets of conquest seared upon my... tenets of the conquest have it seared on their upper arm.
Oh my god.
If I took conquest, I have an oath seared on my upper arm.
Oh yeah, this is like a cleric. You can change your list of prepared spells when you finish a long rest. I need to prepare a new list of druid spells. It requires time spent in prayer and meditation, at least 1 minute per spell level for each spell on your list. Okay, so just when waking up, they would have to spend a few minutes.
That's interesting, yeah. Once you gain access to an oath spell, you always have it prepared. Oath spells don't count against the number of spells you can prepare each day.
But they still take up a spell slot?
Probably, but they don't count against the numbers of spells you can prepare. I don't know.
Someone in my chat just went, ooh, paladin stuff.
I love this. Paladin, this seems interesting. I want to be a paladin. I just
oh,
can't figure out
wait.
which oath I want.
The person in chat, Hefe, isn't that your character? Isn't your character a paladin? Who just doesn't listen to his oath?
That's,
He says, yeah. I don't have an oath. How are you a paladin without an oath?
I think you can be without an oath.
I guess so. I mean, I guess that could also be like a DM thing where even if it's not allowed, a DM could be like, screw the rules. Do what you want.
Yeah.
A paladin of treachery is what he is.
Oh, yeah. You can also be an oath breaker. You get a different set of spells.
Oh, wow. It means I'm kind of like a dark paladin. So if you don't want to be you don't want to be like a good guy, you can be a dark paladin with a paladin of treachery.
You can also be just an oathbreaker. Paladin must be evil.
Oh.
And at least be 3rd level to become an
What is
oathbreaker.
Kairos' alignment?
That's actually a good question.
You don't know?
I have one. I probably have one. You know, I'm hoping I don't. Okay, I have one set, but I don't know if it's correct. If I'm gonna be real, because I have it as chaotic good here. I don't know if that's accurate.
You didn't care when Raven killed someone in their sleep.
Right, but they weren't.
Oh, I know they
necessarily
weren't
a good
asleep.
person.
They weren't asleep at that point. They woke up and we interrogated them, and then Raven just
interrogated them, then killed them. Well, to be fair, they could have gone off and caused problems for us.
Yeah, but like there had to have been another way.
I don't know if there
Seti
was.
could have just like frozen him.
Right, but then he'd have been frozen.
Yeah, but
How
like
is that any better?
hide them somewhere, freeze them, it'll be fine.
How is that any better than killing them?
My character's entire reason for paladin is he thought they were cool but didn't care for the religious stuff, so he became a paladin but just didn't take an oath.
That's fun. Yeah, I don't know if chaotic good is. I don't know. Honestly, I don't remember a lot of the alignments.
There's lawful good, lawful neutral, lawful evil, neutral good, true neutral, neutral evil, lawful evil, neutral evil, chaotic evil. It's a little square.
I don't even know. I really don't know what Kairos actually would have been.
Do you need to take one of those tests as Kairos?
Maybe. I don't know what I would be.
Maybe when you're creating your new character, you make that a goal to have your alignment in mind.
Maybe. Maybe I abilities of either.
I
don't know if he's evil. Desperate killing a helpless. Betray those who are alive. Oh, maybe I'm lawful evil.
Lawful evil?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe.
I mean, but you're for murder. Right. Like, is it, like, no.
Well, this one's saying killing a helpless or defenseless enemy, desecrating an enemy corpse, will betray those who are seen as unfit to lead or those who break the law, will protect those loyal to them, is willing to kill others to advance their position.
Okay, that sounds like Cairo.
Like, that sounds correct.
We've only had 4 sessions together, but that sounds like Cairo.
That sounds like Kairos. I think Kairos is lawful evil. Maybe I should change my sheet. Hold on.
Maybe you should update our DM about that. I'm like, I need to stop staring at the spell casting because I know it's not going to make sense to me in this manner. But like, I'm trying to understand like the number of spell slot things because I still don't understand that. But I'll get there one day.
The spell slot? Yeah, I don't really. I just know.
Ooh, I can cast a druid spell as a ritual if that spell has the ritual tag and you have the spell prepared.
You know, I feel like I should have a paladin skill. I should have a proficiency in religion.
Maybe.
That feels like
actually.
I'm also considering being like the Asamaya.
I don't think Asteria even has proficiency in religion.
I don't.
No, she doesn't. For religion being her whole personality, she's not very proficient in it. What is she proficient in? She's proficient in medicine, nature, survival, and insight.
I am proficient in, well, Kairos is a proficient in Arcana, Deception, Investigation, and Survival.
Why have we not had you doing our Arcana checks? I think you've only done like twice. Like I think
I did the crystal orb thing.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm thinking of right now. The only other time I could think of is with the constructs in the last session.
I should also probably be doing like anytime we have to do deception or intimidation or performance.
Anything with charisma.
Because I have a +5 for performance and persuasion and a +7.
Well, performance Raven is also going to be really good at.
Yeah, that one's fine. But I have a +7 in this. If we need to deceive anyone, Kairos is very good.
Yeah, no. My highest plus in skills is a +4 in my proficiency.
Yeah, it's because I have a +5 in charisma, and then I'm proficient in deception.
Um,
So I ended up with a +7.
yeah, my highest stat is wisdom, which gives me +2 with 14, because that sucks. So even my proficients are only +4, which medicine is based off wisdom, so is insight, and so is survival. So those could be higher if I rolled better. Okay. I should probably read up on wild shape because that's like the whole point of being a druid.
Yeah, wild shape's fun. It's one of my favorite things to do in my Baldur's Gate playthrough is just to turn into something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always turn into like an owl bear because it's just big, has a lot of health, and I hit hard.
A druidic focus might be a sprig of mistletoe, a holly, a wand, a scepter made of yew or another special wood, staff drawn out from a living tree, or a totem object incorporating feathers, fur, bones, and teeth from sacred animals. A druid can use such an object as a spellcasting focus. Oh, interesting.
I mean, I don't know if I would need. If you're playing a druid, you probably will be able to speak with animals at some point, right?
I have no idea. I've gotten like 2 paragraphs in because I'm a slow reader and I'm also talking with you.
Yes, classes, yeah, druid. So you would be able to get that spell at some point if you wanted.
Yeah, probably.
Technically, I don't need to do this one. You know, the great thing about one of these oaths is I get a list of things I should be doing. I get a list of character traits.
Hefe, don't even. I will probably be
Uh,
relying on the backgrounds again for that.
yeah, because it's like with this one, it's like, oh, through your acts of mercy, kindness, forgiveness, kindle the light of hope in the world, beating back despair. Shelter the light, preserve your own light, be the light.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of the oaths have their own set of things I should be doing. My tenants.
Yeah.
So which one do I want? Ooh,
Oh
maybe
my
this.
god.
Oh wait, that's actually fun. Oath of the Crown has both command and zone of truth.
Ooh! Hey! Didn't I say earlier?
I don't know if I can get them to tell. I can get them to approach and come into the zone of truth. I can't make them tell the truth though, because I don't think I can get them to speak.
I mean, can't you make them speak with the command?
Oh, you can make issue a command other than the ones described here. Ah, yes, I can tell them, but it has to be a one word.
Answer.
And oh, I could. That would
Someone
work.
asks the questions and you go, answer.
Yeah. And they would have to answer me. They could evade the truth and not be direct with it,
Mm-hmm.
but they would have to say something. And if they're not very good at deceiving,
What if they just go
or
no? Because they're not
I don't know.
lying.
I
But they
mean,
still say something. Oh, wait,
truth.
they're not answering though. Because that's
Yeah, they would
why
have to
that's why it's different from
answer.
speak.
Yeah, they would
Because
have to
speak will just be like,
answer.
okay.
Yeah, they can just say anything. If it's answer, they have to answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe I do Oath of the Crown then. Because then I can also have compelled duel. I can force them to have a duel with me.
Is there
That's funny.
is there any more B shapes or is this it? Oh my god. Oh, no, it's probably more than this. Is it you can transform into any beast that has a challenge rating of 1 out of 4 or lower that doesn't have flying or swimming speed. I could be a fucking dinosaur?
Yeah, you can.
Beautiful.
I'm interested in. Oh, that's interesting. I'm kind of
Okay.
interested in Tenets of the Crown now. That seems cool.
So it's an action to transform into a beast. It's a bonus action to transform back to my normal state.
Yeah. I think you can also technically use like because I think you have some um like wild shapes that are like normal animals.
Yeah, examples are wolf, crocodile, and giant eagle.
I think you can turn into like things like cats and like rats and stuff.
I can be an awakened elk.
What?
That's what it says. An awakened
Oh,
elk.
druid.
Does this not? Where are the? There's no twos on this one.
Oh,
Oh,
I
because
guess it
it's another
depends on.
level.
I'm
Oh.
looking at your thing. So it depends on what shape feature, like which one you choose.
What do you mean?
Like is it a thing? Because it's like learning B-shaped Arctic, coast, desert, forest, grassland, hill.
Where are you reading that?
I'm looking. I was looking at the druid in 5e in info.
In info?
Yeah.
Bestie, where? Oh, here it is.
Yeah, it says learning beast shapes. The wild shape feature in the handbooks that you transform into a beast. When you kind of the following table organizes beasts. Okay, I think you can transform into anything that you've already seen.
Imagine I turn into a giant spider.
You can.
As an
Anything that
arachnophobe.
these tables can help you determine, and your DM determine. It can help you determine which animals you might have seen already on your travels.
I mean, I just had a
And
list
then
of I had a bestiary list up.
yeah, this information can really help determine whether you qualify to assume it. Which is what I was saying, like, it's your challenge rating thing. Because I'm guessing you have a certain challenge rating.
Yeah, that changes with my level.
Yeah, I don't know what challenge rating you get at level 3.
I don't know. I'm trying to get back to features, but it won't let me. So,
But
um, one second.
I was just looking because like you can turn there, yeah. Because in forest, like you can turn into like a cat, a deer, hyena, like baboon,
Is
badger,
it
simple
what
things.
was I looking at earlier? It's not here anymore.
Yeah, you can turn into like simple things. So the reason why I was saying this because you could use it as like distractions, basically, almost.
Found it.
Because if you ran past as a cat, they're not likely to attack you.
But if I'm a giant eagle, I can be
Yeah,
really ferocious. No, I'm not. I won't be.
because
But if
you
I'm
could
a
like run.
velociraptor,
Yeah, because you could like run past like guards as like a little cat because they might like look at you and might try and stop you, but they're not gonna hurt you
hmm
probably.
um, but you have to be careful with that because you assume the beast's hit points.
Yeah, you would be low hit points. I think. Do you when you? I don't know if it works the same in actual D&D in comparison to Baldur's Gate because in Baldur's Gate when you get hit out of your wild shape form, you just go back to whatever hit point you had before you wild shaped.
Oh, I have no idea.
Because that's why I love wild shaping is because I'll turn into like an albino, so I have like 90 HP, and then I lose it, and I'm back to like the 20 I had before I.
When you transform, you assume the beast's hit points and hit dice. When you revert to your normal form, you return to the number of hit points you had before you transformed. However, if you revert as a result of dropping to 0 hit points, any excess damage carries over to your normal form. For example, if you take
Ah.
10 damage in animal form and only have 1 hit point left, you revert and take 9 damage. As long as the excess
Ah.
damage doesn't reduce your normal form to 0 hit points, you aren't knocked unconscious. Oh,
Ah.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That is good. Okay, so it's
I like
similar but
that.
not quite the same.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be exactly the same, but I was
Mm-hmm.
curious.
I can't cast spells while I'm in wild shape, which makes sense.
Yeah, no, you're stuck with whatever abilities that animal has.
Transforming does not break concentration.
Huh. Oh, I need a temptation that my character succumbs to or finds difficult to resist. Interesting. I'm gonna ignore that for the time being.
You can choose whether your equipment falls to the ground in your space, merges into your new form, or is worn by it. Worn equipment functions as normal, but the DM decides whether it is practical for the new form to wear a piece of equipment based on the creature's shape and size. Your equipment doesn't change size or shape to match the new form, and any equipment that the new form can't wear must either fall to the ground or merge with it. Equipment that merges with the form has no effect until you leave the form. I think I would probably just merge with them.
Yeah, probably. That would be honestly more useful
Yeah.
and less annoying to deal with.
Okay, I skipped like a little bit. I was reading up on Druid Focus. Druidic Focus. Oh, that's the tool.
Okay.
So I need a list of like Druidic Focus things.
I'm just gonna go through these very slowly and figure out which oath I would take.
Dude, I'm like only halfway through the page of Druid.
I'm just scrolling and looking at the spells that each oath gets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking at anything else the paladin gets. I just want to figure out which oath I would take. Because I think I think I'm pretty down for doing paladin. The spells seem interesting.
Yeah. I do not start with any money.
uh, yeah, I think I'd probably go with the Oath of the Crown just because of the command and then the Zone of Truth.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of that duo, I want that.
Okay.
And neither of them are concentration, which means I could literally do them both, one after
The
another.
subclasses are Blighted Dreams Land. There's another land for TEB, which I don't remember what that is. Moon, Seeds, Shepherd, Spores, Stars, Storms, Wildfire. I can do the moon again. Keep the theme going. I'd probably do maybe Dreams. That sounds interesting. Let's see. Strong ties to the Feywild. Nope, I'm not doing Feywild shit again. Absolutely not. Let's try land.
Like, Fae?
The Fae. You don't say. You don't say. Did someone say Fae?
I wonder what process are going to end up actually picking.
He's going to be a tabaxi again, but I don't know what class he's going to choose.
Yeah, I was talking class wise. I don't doubt that
I
he's going to be
think
a tabaxi.
Fighter would be so funny. Genuinely.
Fighter also kind of looks cool as well.
Yeah. I mean, tabaxis can be a great deal bigger than what SETI is. SETI is just small.
They can.
SETI is just small.
I kind of want to be obnoxiously tall.
I
this time round.
I just want to be a normal height.
I kind of just want to be ridiculous.
I at least want to be 5 feet.
I'm my height. Kairos is my height.
I want a walking speed of 30 feet per minute to make sense.
Because Theo fly really fast.
Because Theo has flat out said like the different like speeds are annoying. Because like based off of being a pixie, Asteria was supposed to be 10 walking, 30 flying. But he was like, oh, that's so annoying. Just do 30 for each. I'm like, okay, whatever you say. I don't know what that means. But now
your legs just go really fast.
I guess. But like Asteria's like hardly ever not flying. But also I read up on combat a little bit more. And I just realized he gave me like 4 extra squares of moving by doing that. So but I probably won't ever take advantage of that. At least not intentionally.
You know, I mean, you always fly. So at least the difference doesn't really make a difference. Okay, paladin. I get armor. I'm gonna look so cool.
I'm gonna try and not do a celestial thing again. So I'm gonna look at everything that is not that.
I'm gonna be celestial.
Go for it. You can take it.
I'm being celestial this time round. I'm gonna I'm gonna be very religious, which is not me at all. Be very fun.
Oh, this sounds good. This sounds good. Circle of Seeds sounds good.
Oh, what's that?
So the circles for druids is the subclassing. So it's like the
Ah,
oaths or the
yes.
patrons, whatever.
Yeah.
Circle of Seeds. Druids who belong to Circle of Seeds venerate, I don't know how to say that, plants and the beginning of life itself. They see plants as the
Mm.
purest expression of life, growth, and the natural world, whether they are vast grasslands, mighty forests, steamy jungles, or lone cacti. They take patient interest in long term problems and solutions facing the natural world, viewing the world from the time scale of ancient forests and jungles. They view all life as equal, but know that without plants, all life will eventually perish. I kind of like that.
Mm. That's cool. Yeah, you know, I'm reading my thing and I'm like, if we get put in jail again, I feel like it's gonna be very
God,
funny for
if
mine.
Theo starts us in jail again, I think I will actually riot.
Because the oath of the crown is sworn to the ideals of civilization. Basically, they follow the law.
Yeah.
I follow the law, though to be fair, I have responsibility. I must deal with the consequences of my actions. Therefore, me breaking out of jail wouldn't make sense either.
Nope.
I physically just wouldn't want to go because I
Yeah,
have
so
my responsibility.
the jail cell door opens and you're just standing there like, oh, well.
Well, I just close it.
I can't lock it, but I can close it.
You guys have to actually just drag me out of my cell. Just drag the massive.
Hefe says his paladin has no such weakness.
I like this because it kind of gives me character without me having to think of a new character.
Mm.
Because I already have like a set of rules and like ideals I follow.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I wouldn't mind low key playing a human as a druid because you still have all the different beast forms.
Yeah,
And
you could
human
do
is
that.
probably the easiest race to like understand.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could also. I mean, elf is it was probably fairly
Yeah.
simple if you wanted to do that as well. I
Yeah.
don't know
I'll
what
look
different
into
half.
it.
There's
I
also
was
half elf.
yeah. I'll think of something. I'll think of something. Maybe I won't be as basic as fucking human, but
It doesn't really matter. Yeah. Okay. So what? Okay. There's so much. Oh, I have a nemesis.
oh.
So my adherence to my sacred oath demands that I take an active stance in carrying my beliefs. So activity naturally leads to conflict with creatures or entities who oppose their beliefs. So yeah, apparently if you have a nemesis, who or what is it?
Why is there a section called plant lore?
You need to know your plant lore,
I
clearly.
guess. At second level, you gain an innate connection to the spirits of the plants of the world, and they have tutored you in their ways. You can understand the speech of the plants regardless of language, and any plant that knows at least one language can understand your speech. Why would a plant know language? You also have advantage on ability checks made for knowledge about plants or made to socially influence plants.
Oh,
Druid spells
that's
that
useful.
normally can only target beasts can also target plants. Okay. What do spores have?
Oh, I
Oh,
get to
Circle
adopt a
of Spores
particular.
finds beauty in decay. Absolutely not.
Ah, the opposite.
You know what? I really like seeds. I think I'll keep seeds.
I get to adopt a particular style of fighting as my specialty. Interesting.
Ooh.
Blind fight. Can I be blind?
I mean, if you want.
You have blind sight within a range of 10 feet. Within that range, you can effectively see anything that isn't behind total cover, even if you're blinded or in darkness. Moreover, you can see an invisible creature within that range unless the creature successfully hides from you. So blind sight, wait.
I thought I saw somewhere about animal companion.
Ah.
Did I make that up?
So I can perceive my surroundings without relying on sight within a specific radius, basically. That's interesting. I kind of want that would be kind of cool. Basically a blind paladin.
I love that for you, actually.
But basically anything within 10 feet of me, I can see. Basically, no matter what, if they're not behind total cover, I can see them.
Wow.
Even if they're invisible.
Wow.
10 feet's not a very long distance away from me. But that's interesting. I love how I'm going to
Here
go
it
from a
is.
tiefling who can't hit my shots to a blind paladin that's definitely going to hit my shots.
Oh my god.
That's definitely going to hit my shots.
Hold on, where was that? Is that under variance? Oh, it was under variance. Okay, what does variance do?
What do you mean?
There's like a little variance button, but I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah. Oh, so variance is like if you go right up the top. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to click onto you. If you
Okay.
click on, for example, yeah, variance allows you to have a wild companion
Yeah, I see that. And there's
and a
cantrip
cantrip.
versatility.
Yeah, cantrip versatility. That's all that's added. It's basically there's extra variance. I think you pick one of those.
One of these?
You either pick a one or two because I think a variant is a you change. Because like for example, like it's like for some of them it's like I don't know. Let's say variance.
I don't
Cantrip
understand
versus
it.
it's an optional feature basically.
Yeah, it does say optional.
So you consult with your DM to decide whether you gain the optional feature.
Oh, okay.
If you take an optional feature, places another feature, you gain no benefit, you don't qualify for it. But basically, it's an optional feature. You'd have to talk to, Theo. Be like, can I have this?
Ah.
Because it's just an extra thing that you wouldn't have normally gotten.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I have. What do I have? Let's variant. Martial versatility. What is that? What are you? Oh, it allows me to replace a fighting style I know with a different fighting style. So if I hate being blind, I could change it, I guess.
What?
Interesting.
What the?
Hmm?
Someone just came into my chat and went, "Beware of the ghouls."
Beware.
I guess I need to beware.
So woo, woo.
Ramen, what's going on, man? You good?
Ah,
You good? Okay. So I think I'm gonna do druid. I should probably open up a character sheet. Let's see, like a D&D character sheet. Alright. I have no name right now. But class is druid. That's all I got. Woo! They're coming. The ghouls are coming.
Oh, this is the same character sheet that Theo gave us. Oh, perfect.
Which one are you looking at?
It's the 5e character sheet for
Oh yeah,
Beowulf.
that's what I pulled up.
It's the same one that he gave us, but
yeah, that's what Theo gave me, but I did not use it because this is what was built off of a human. Was what he gave me, and I was like, no.
It's a character, so class and level. It's paladin.
Do you think I'll be able to get away with being lawful good this time?
Maybe. Look, I put down my thing, and apparently I was wrong, and I'm actually lawful evil. I was meant to be playing a chaotic good character. Didn't happen.
No lawful good. It's a myth. No, I believe in it. I'll change it again if I have to.
what would I if I'm meant to follow the law? What am I? Just law.
I don't know.
What I need to actually look. Hold on. D&D alignments. Can I? Where's a good, easy explanation? Lawful good. I feel like it would be lawful good, right? An iconic example of lawful good is a paladin. I think I'm gonna be lawful good.
With two of us being lawful good, there's no way it could go wrong.
To be fair, my character is meant to follow the law.
Yeah.
And wants to be responsible for their
Yeah.
own actions.
I think
so.
I want to keep playing good characters, so I think my character would be either lawful or neutral good.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's gonna follow the law. So
actually, I think I'm gonna go neutral good.
Okay.
Is that even how you spell neutral? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what race I'm gonna actually play.
Yeah. I'm glad that you and I tackled it the same way of figure out the class and then the race.
Yeah, because I kind of knew I wanted to be a paladin or a druid, and then you took druid, and I was like, perfect, I'll do paladin.
I mean, you could also be a druid.
Right, but paladin seems cool. Like, there's some cool spells here.
We can share a race, like you and Sam. Paladin is chaotic neutral. Oh dear God, that makes sense. Your paladin blows shit up. This is my best friend in chat, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, a Kairos would blow shit up.
Kairos would, with like a very quiet little chuckle to themselves.
He would.
Also, you know, I kind of thought about it. We totally could have had a session 0 where it's like just an hour of us talking back and forth in ourselves. That way we can get to know our characters a little better.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I like the confusion of how we went into it.
Yeah, it works. To be fair, Kairos may not have spoken to anyone.
That doesn't surprise me.
It would have fully depended on if any of them spoke to Kairos.
Who's in the cell next to me? Silence.
So if anyone spoke to Kairos, he may
We'd be like, who's this motherfucker?
Because he may not have talked to a single person unless...
Yeah. Although DM did dictate that we all vaguely knew who each other were.
Yeah. We vaguely knew of each other.
Yeah. Like, we would have shared a few things, which I don't know all of what we would have shared.
Yeah. That's a good question.
I got called Pixie Hollow by the DM! It wasn't even Raven who did it.
Okay. Now, race. What do I even do?
A nature deity. God damn it, I have to look into deities again. Because I'm not making my character worship a deity again, but I feel like as a druid, they would have a general knowledge what nature deities exist.
Yeah, I feel like there is one major one for... I think Sylvanas is like a big major one for druids, I feel like.
I have no idea. I'm gonna have to do research into that. I only know of 2 deities right now, and they are in fact Selune and Char. That's all that's in my brain.
Sylvanas, the forest father, is the eternal guardian of the forest.
Oh yeah, that's a druid thing.
Yeah, I was like, Sylvanas, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that is the main one for It's also actually a Roman deity, funny enough.
Huh. Love it.
It's the god of the countryside.
That's very different.
Yeah, so Sylvanas is like probably the main one you should know as a druid.
Some druids prefer animal form to their natural form. Oh, I don't think this character is going to start at a high enough level for that.
I mean, isn't it level 3? So
yeah, but like
at 2, don't they?
Yeah, but they can only hold the form for as long as half their druid level rounding down. So if I'm level 3, half of that is 1.5 rounding down 1.
I mean, you could still prefer it. Just
yeah, I just can't do it.
You just can't do it. No, no, technically this works. It's just
Yeah. Um.
I thought the hardest decision is the race. I swear,
I guess.
it's what I look like.
Let's-
Actually, I didn't even look at what my Sacred Oath features. I get.
Oh, so
It's like
druids would not be happy with the way the world is today because of climate change. Got it.
no, no, they would not. They would
They're
be wildly upset.
druids are also concerned with the delicate ecological balance that sustains plant and animal life and the need for civilized folk to live in harmony with nature, not in opposition to it. Ho.
Yeah.
Oh.
Holy shit, that's a cool. That, I'm never gonna get to that level, but that's such a cool feature.
Well, considering you, me, Praz, and Theo are usually available on at least Sunday nights, we could even choose a different night.
Yeah.
We might be
I mean,
able to level up a lot faster.
yeah, I mean, because if it's gonna be like an additional one,
Yeah.
it could be a different night, so we could do technically two sometimes.
Yeah, and then
Two different.
whenever Sam can join us, we can do the other one. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to
'Cause
name the
it's,
different campaigns so we know which one we're talking
yeah,
about.
it's the 20th level,
Oh yeah, the 20th level.
but like it sounds so. I gain a feature granted to me by my Sacred Oath, Exalted Champion.
Oh.
So I gain the following benefits for 1 hour. I gain a resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical weapons. My allies have an advantage on death saving throws while within 30 feet of me. And I had an advantage on wisdom saving throws, as do my allies within 30 feet.
Wow.
The effect ends early if I'm incapacitated or die. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest.
For my
So
level,
basically, I'm resistant to a lot of shit, and everyone within me, all my allies close to get buffs.
your level 20 is so much cooler. Mine is Archdruid. At 20th level, you can use your wild shape an unlimited number of times. Great, love it. And I can hold it for up to 10 hours at that point. Additionally,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
can ignore the verbal and somatic components of your druid spells, as well as any material components that lack a cost and aren't consumed by a spell. You gain this benefit in both your normal shape and your beast shape and wild shape.
to be fair, the wild shape is cool. It's such a
It's
useful
very
ability.
cool. And at that point, I should be able to shape into a lot of different things.
Yeah, you'd be able to shape into a lot of things because it's also I think it's a lot of what you've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's based on, so we would have seen
Hopefully a
lots of
lot.
things. By the time we reach level 20, we should have seen.
Yeah.
We'd have seen some things. My aura of protection? What do you mean, my aura of protection?
I need to look up what the old faith is. It has mentioned
Oh,
it so many times that I now need to look it up.
oh, I have it. So starting at level 6, I have an aura of protection around me. So whenever me or a friendly creature within 10 feet of me must make a saving throw, the creature gains a bonus to a saving throw equal to my charisma modifier with a minimum bonus of +1. I must be conscious.
Wow.
So basically, just being near me, you get a bonus to your saving throws.
Wow, that's incredible.
And then when I reach 18th level, this range increases to 30 feet.
Absolutely wild.
That's an insane. That's insane. But also, oh my, I get an extra attack. Fuck yes. Sorry.
You could be like SETI up against the angel.
Yeah, at the 5th level, I can attack twice instead of once whenever I take the attack action on my turn.
Let's go.
So I can hit twice. Yippee.
Just like SETI.
Yeah, that's great. I like that. That's fun.
I have a long cat fur like stuck in my keyboard. Oh, another wisdom highest ability score. God damn.
You know what? I need to look up. Hold on. I'm guessing it's charisma. Hold on. Paladin D&D.
Let's
Best
see. If I were to
stats.
roll for my wisdom ability right now, what would I get? That's a 4.
Okay. So strength and charisma should be
Another
my
4.
core stats.
That's a 3.
Oh, I'm gonna be
And
a strong
another 3.
motherfucker.
Okay, so that would be 8 plus 3, 11. That's not great.
Okay. So basically, I'm going to be strong and charismatic again. Well, not again. I'm not strong. I'm gonna be charismatic again, but also
Um,
strong this time.
it says wisdom should be highest ability score followed by constitution for druid. I don't know what it says for cleric. What does it say for cleric? Where do I see this? Where am I reading this?
I can just keep searching
Creating.
it up.
So in info, it should be creating. There it is. Wisdom should be highest followed by strength. Oh, or constitution.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, because charisma is one of my most important stats, but I'm a martial class
Oh,
first and foremost, so I'm gonna be fighting
my
rather than spell
second
using.
strongest is actually charisma. It's not constitution.
Interesting.
That's not great.
Yeah, I should strength should be first, followed by charisma and constitution. Yeah, so basically, strength and charisma should be my two highest, and then constitution.
Yeah, mine should be wisdom, then constitution. It automatically says to choose the hermit background. I'm like, absolutely not. I already have bits and pieces of a story in my brain, and hermit ain't gonna fit it.
I just still don't know what race I want to be.
The race issue.
Because I'm debating, because I could go like the ass. That's my so I'm like an angel
Mm-hmm.
basically. I'll just be as good as I physically can be, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I get wings, and that's the cool part. But when I get another set of here, I'll get dark vision again, but that wouldn't be very useful if I'm choosing to be blind.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it's a fighting style, so it's a choice to be blind. So I could stop being blind and change my fighting style. But I also I have celestial resistance, same way that I have like I guess infernal resistance, resistance to neurotic and radiant damage. If I go this, I would literally be I would have so many different ways to heal. That's really funny.
Ooh, more of a backstory is forming in my head, and I love it.
I don't know what I'm doing backstory wise. I'm gonna choose the race as my for the time being, and we'll go from there.
Okay,
I get
I'll look over
healing
learning beast
hands.
shapes later. Okay. Okay. I can get into like more of the nitty and gritty of classes later. Let's go for races. Oh dear God.
Yeah, this it's the fun part, you know?
Yeah. And I also still have the homebrew that has Asteria's race in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, is that the only homebrew? I think I have a few homebrews in. I have no idea how to check actually. All right. You know what? That is, I feel like that is something that D&D Beyond can be good for. If you're overwhelmed, get to the basics. That's not how you spell character. That's not even what I'm looking for.
Yeah, D&D Beyond. It's much simpler.
Very. Ah, the Genassis. Why was it that the first type of character I was interested in is also from the Feywild? I can't get away. D&D Beyond actually lists a lot of different uh homebrew stuff. There's a race called Plasmoid. Plasmoids are amorphous beings with no typical shape. In the presence of other folk, they often adopt a similar shape, but there's little chance of mistaking a plasmoid for anything else. Wow. They look like living slime.
Wait, how did you see?
I just looked up D&D Beyond races.
Ah. Yeah, they have a few in here. Just you can't use them in the actual character builder.
Mm-hmm. Which is the issue. These are all like
Yeah.
legacies. There's a legacy bugbear? There's a legacy goblin. Wild.
Hmm.
Okay, I should probably stop looking at those. Oh.
Oh yeah, plasmoid. That's an interesting.
Yeah, are you looking at yeah, you're looking at D&D
Yeah.
Beyond too.
Yeah. Hmm.
And you also have to be aware that like not all of them are necessarily on D&D Beyond or
Yeah.
5e tools. Like I don't know HCS, the one that just piqued my interest. Let's see.
Which
Get
one?
homebrew. Ugh, HCS. I don't know what that stands for. I think I have to fully spell it out. Humblewood campaign setting. But it also sounds like it would have to be specific to the type of terrain and like a village. Okay, it's not on 5e tools.
Yeah, this one is interesting. Yeah.
But it's like a little deer person. It's so cute. I love the outfit too. I would wear that outfit.
It is quite cute.
That's very
Humblewood
cute.
pattern pain setting. Interesting that it's not on 5e though,
Right?
because
I
it
mean,
is a
unless it's
5e
under
D&D. No, it's campaign setting for 5e. I'm looking it up.
Because I tried doing like manage homebrew, get homebrew, search. I don't
Yeah,
remember what
no.
it was called.
Humblewood is a campaign setting for 5e that includes 5 new player races, new monsters, competitive. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't see
it's
it when I
funny.
type it into homebrew for 5e tools.
That's funny.
Unless it's like
Like,
already in there, but I don't see the one I'm looking at, so.
uh,
There's so many like custom things. Oh my god.
oh, Bulpin, it's me.
It's you!
It's me.
There's like a bunch of... Why is there a half elf base, half elf variant, aquatic elf descent, half elf variant, drow descent, half elf variant, mark of detection, half elf variant, mark of storm, half elf variant, moon elf or sun elf descent, half elf variant, wood elf descent. Actually, that one might not be bad for a druid character. But because it's a variant, I would have to ask Theo.
I genuinely, I don't know what I want to do. This is difficult.
Oh yay, more dark vision.
I swear, dark vision's not happened at all. Because I
Yeah,
feel like all of
no.
us have dark
Asteria
vision.
has no reason to be a glow stick, and it's actually like so awful.
Yeah, because I mean, Prawls is a cat, so and both me and
You guys have
Sam can see in the dark.
yeah, so can Asteria. And Asteria could also like make it so others can see in the dark and also light up herself. Like
Yeah,
we
all of us
we
can see in the dark.
if it goes pitch black for whatever reason, we can all see.
We can all see.
There's no reason none of our characters should be able to see unless we're under blindness. But even then, Asteria can't be blinded.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess the useful thing of it would be of like you lighting up something is with dark vision we can't see color.
My light would be green.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
I don't know if that's actually something like linked to the race, but for myself, I would imagine her glowing green like a fucking glow stick. That was
That's
the
fair.
point. I'm pretty sure I just read the race and was like, that's a glow stick. I'm making a glow stick. And then carried on from there.
Hmm. I'm letting it roll my dice
Hi,
just seeing
Zed.
what the stats I would get would
Hi,
be.
Zed. Dude, I test rolled a wisdom and it gave me 14. I was like, not fucking again.
I'm letting it. I'm doing the manual roll on the site just to see.
Yeah, D&D character.
It's
Because
somehow not going terribly.
Shy and I
It's not going
couldn't.
great, mind you.
Shy and I didn't want to stop streaming after Stardew. But we couldn't think of what to do. And we have another campaign coming up. So we were like, what if we just make our D&D characters? So that's what we're doing.
Can I stop getting nines, perhaps?
No.
I've gotten 3 nines in a row.
Jesus Christ. That's awful, actually.
Like, I don't want that, actually.
You know what?
I've
I'm
got
gonna be
15,
basic.
14,
I'm doing half
3
elf.
nines, and a 14. I don't really like that, if I'm gonna be real.
I mean, are you
Or
rolling
at
it
least,
for real or just for funsies right now?
but that one was just rolling. I reset
For
it.
funsies?
Yeah, I was just
Okay.
rolling. I was curious to see what it would roll me.
Cause don't be like, okay, I'm gonna roll for my character stats and go, actually, I don't like those, reroll. Don't do that.
Yeah, I was wrong. 'Cause I haven't picked what race I'm actually gonna be.
Oh, that's true. I
Like I have an idea, but I'm not sure.
I'm gonna be basic. I'm doing a half elf. Half elf. Oh Jesus. Hi, Juliet. Can I help you? Why'd you scream? I don't know either.
I mean,
What?
if I go Asmaya, at
Oh.
the very least, it makes sense as to why it would be.
I want to do the wood elf descent. Cause I think that would be so cool. Um and like I would have like my druid stuff be very wooden. But I need to ask Theo if I can do that. Oh god.
It could also be an
Wait, you
astral
roll
elf.
each stat individually? I always did you roll your 6 and you can pick which stat they go with. Yeah,
Wait,
that's
such
what
a
it is. I
cool
was just like
name for
testing it. I was
something.
like, what if
Starlight Step.
Nice.
As a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
Damn!
You can use this trait a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Wow.
And you have keen sense, you have proficiency in the perception skill.
Um
Astral trance, you don't need to sleep, and magic can't put you to sleep.
Oh, I get that with my race.
You can finish a long rest in 4 hours if you try
Audio
to spend it.
What audio is staticky?
You remain conscious.
Is it Discord or is it Spotify?
Astral elf.
Which
I
one?
could be an astral elf.
Discord? Okay.
Oh, I don't know how divine I want to be.
Is it fixed? Is it fixed? I do not roll each stat individually. It was like one of those like if I were to roll for wisdom right now, like just basically just roll for a statistic, but I would make it wisdom just because that has to be like the strongest for my class.
I could read common and then one other language that I deem appropriate. That we deem appropriate.
But it would just be like, haha, what if I just rolled and then that would be my
one.
wisdom stat. And it was just bad. That way, if you want to play a barbarian, you're not stuck with like 5 in strength and 16 in intelligence. Yeah.
And then we could both be elf things.
Yeah, it's better. It was when Chai would talk. Yeah, so that would be Discord. Dude, my game audio was glitching yesterday and nobody told me and it was so bad.
How tall are... Size is medium. That's not helpful.
My size is medium.
What is it? Size... D&D. Like, how tall is...
Okay, so I have druid and half elf. Love it for me. That's druid things. I don't need the races anymore. I need to look up Old Faith and do research on that. I guess I should probably think of a name. Is there like a druid naming convention?
That's such a good question. It's I there was one for tieflings.
Yeah, I tried to look one up like after the fact if there was one for pixies, but there was not. And that was at the time that I was trying to find a last name for Asteria, which was like a week ago. I was well, let's see, is there one? No, not really. Yes, a druid. Yeah, I'm doing a druid. I fell in love with being a druid. I was like, I want to be charismatic. What if I'm a bard? And like they do silly little performances and whatnot. And then I read all the druid stuff and it's like, I'm in love with druid. I'm doing a druid. So right now what I have is a half elf druid. The circle for like the subclass would be seeds. I don't know where to go from here.
I'm still sitting on the race.
Oh fuck! How do you say it? Shy, is it Celtic or Celtic? Celtic.
Celtic.
Celtic. Celtic.
I always pronounce it Celtic, but
okay.
I feel like it's just a where you're from kind of thing, you know?
I have no idea.
Because I feel like
every single time I've said it, I've been told I was saying it wrong.
I
So,
feel like Celtic is also a way it's pronounced. I could look it up. Celtic.
oh, someone's saying that you are right. So,
Celtic. Celtic?
Celtic?
How to pronounce? People who
It might
study
be
the
a
Celtic
homebrew
culture,
one.
language, history
I was
usually
going
pronounce it
off of
Celtic, but sports fans say Celtic according to that one.
Celtic.
I think, yeah, Celtic, I think is the correct.
Someone in my chat just said I've always heard it that way, except for the basketball team.
Yeah, I think it's the sports
Celtic.
generally do like Celtic. Well, Celtic
Yeah.
is how like
It's actually done.
it's actually said.
Yeah.
It could be a
So
blind
yeah, I
sentence.
was just going off of like this druid class thing on 5e tools.
I'm just trying to think about what
And
I
seeds
am.
is just
And
right
then
here listed. It's sourced from
what the fuck I
TEB,
want.
which I don't remember what it
I'm
is.
like
TEB D&D.
willingly blind.
What?
Oh dear.
Is it TEB?
No, I can.
Where am I? Yes, TEB. Meaning? Oh, I misspelled that. It's not telling me. I don't remember what it stands for.
You know, I realized I don't think I took prose out of the title.
I did take prose out the title. Do you know?
I know.
Do you remember what TEB stands for?
What?
It's like a homebrew thing, but I can't. I'm trying to Google what TEB stands for, but I can't find it.
I don't know. There we go. Sorry, I realized I also never took Stardew Valley out of the title. It was not my category, but
It happens, I guess. What was I about to look? I guess. I mean, this tells me, right? I just need to find a TEB. Elements and Beyond. That's what it is. It's the Elements and Beyond. Homebrew class. Yeah, it's a homebrew subclass. I just got the Legends of Adventures ad for the Menagerie D&D book that you told me about. There's a name generator.
ooh,
Not the AI art.
I could be. Oh yeah, gross. I could be a changeling, I guess.
At
That could
least
be
it looks
interesting.
AI. It looks super smooth.
Some artists can do really super smooth, but there's just a certain like style that AI art has that
Yeah.
makes it kind of obvious.
It looks very much AI to me.
Mm. A paladin changeling. It could be interesting, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Changelings tend towards pragmatic neutrality. That's very much not what mine would be.
Though druids were very real, their legacy in modern culture has endured as character classes in tabletop games and video games like Baldur's Gate. Ugh.
My alignment would not match with a changeling in the slightest, which is even funnier. Because they tend to be pretty neutral, and some embrace being evil, and mine is going to be the goodest individual in existence. It could also be
I don't want to do a race that does any more
dragonborn,
shifting
but
because
then
it's
I'd have
already
to
going to
draw
be
a
hard enough.
dragon
It's already going to be hard enough for me to balance
born,
being
and I don't
a
really
druid and like having all those stats because I'm also going to have the
really
stats of
wanna
the
do
beasts
that.
that I would change into, so that way I, have their stats
Nice,
for
they're
combat and
cool.
shit. Oh, they have a list of druid names with the meanings.
Oh,
So assuming that, this is accurate, I just need to find one I can pronounce. Maybe. Druida. Perfect. I love it.
Astral Elf just has a cool. That's just a cool ability
A
of
lot
the
of druid
pop,
subclasses allow you to
the
spend a
Starlight
wild
Step.
shape
That's
to do a
cool.
different effect.
The changeling, I can change
I don't remember.
what I look like.
Let's see.
I would have Fey ancestry. Um,
So far, I'm not seeing anything that expends a wild shape. Wild shift, whatever it's called. I don't want to do Circle of the Spores because they like death. No. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just read a little bit more into like this Circle of Seeds. At 10th level, you gain the ability to shapeshift into a form similar to a dryad?
Ah.
I give it the best of both worlds. Oh, that was the expense of the wild shape. There you go, Zed. Okay. I think I'm just gonna... Maybe I'll just do the random name generator until it comes up with something I like.
That's honestly what I do a lot. It's either that or you have a particular meaning I want for my name, and I'll just search up names that have that meaning. And I look.
Morganina. Drudane. Drudane. I'm loving the fact that there are druid names with druid in the name.
Okay, so you're half elf.
Yes.
I might just be an elf, and then we have 2 elves, and then we have.
Oh yeah, I guess I should look at like half elf name generators too. Because I'm not really feeling any of these druid names.
Then there's gonna be a tabaxi.
Halfling name.
I just gotta debate which
not
kind of elf I would want to be.
Half elf name generator.
Okay,
well,
if I do Aladrin one, that would be I wouldn't live normally in where we would be. Because I would live in the Twilight realm of the Feywild and sometimes cross over to the material plane.
Twilight and Fey? I'm joking. Wait, but time moves so differently in the Feywild.
Yeah, I would be there most of the time. That's where I've lived. But I'm also a paladin, so I explore a bunch.
I mean, you could explore the Feywild.
I guess it depends on which one do I want to be. There's a face step. I kind of like that one. High elf. How about this? What is this one?
Arnoa? Is that how you say that? Arnoa? I feel like of what I've seen so far, that could be a possible contender, so I'm gonna put it down. Laura Dove. Zed, I don't want to be a satyr because they're from the Feywild, and I don't want to be a Haragon because I feel like being something a little closer to, like, normal human stuff. Why is there Ellen? But it's spelled E-L-L-Y-N-N.
What if I be a high elf, but specifically a moon elf? Just because I want these colors.
Leah! Welcome in, Leah! How are you? You're the first 5-month sub, I believe. Thank you for the resub! Can't believe it's been 5 months already. Dude, I'll be streaming for half a... No, I have been streaming for half a year. Shit! Damn! Kayla's?
Uh-huh.
I just made a realization that I've been streaming for half a year, and I don't know where the time went.
Half a year?
Half a year. It's been roughly 6 months.
Wow.
Where did the time go? What happened?
Look, I feel that my 4-year anniversary.
Oh my god.
September. This is in September. And I was looking like I was like, oh, I wonder. And I was like, oh,
Huh. Oh.
Soon. It's strange.
Whoa, 1 second. A hype train? What the fuck? There's a hype train! Oh my god! Zed, thank you for the resub! Also at 5 months. Didn't play the message when I first joined. That sucks. Need to head out. Just want to say hi. Hi, Leah! I just hydrated. Thank you so much for the resub, and I hope you are having a great day, Leah. Take care, take care, take care! My god, there's a fucking hype train. Absolutely wild. Okay. I'm back. Never mind.
I'm back.
100 bits. Leah!
Yeah, I think we'll go.
Thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm back.
I think I'm gonna be a high elf.
Okay. I don't know what the difference between that and a normal elf is, so.
Well, it's just that with elves, there's like 2 different kinds of elves. There's high elves and like wood elves. There's a few different types of elves.
Ooh, there's Prizeria? I don't know how would you say this?
I don't. Wait.
Hold on, not that one, the second one. How would you say that?
That's actually a good question. Pizera?
Prizeria? Because then I was thinking like a nickname of Pry. Maul, welcome back! Got an ad earlier, got distracted by what it was at, but fair enough. It's going pretty good. We are now making a D&D character. So also the resub from Leah happened before your resub. Sorry, Zed, that's how it goes. I don't make the rules. That's just how it is. Showed up on stream first. It was first. Fiona. What if I named Asteria Fiona? How would we feel? As a green colored character.
That's actually really funny.
Oh my god, I do not know how to pronounce some of these. It's like looking at a patient's prescription list.
I could go a wood elf.
I was thinking wood elf descendant. But I have to ask Theo if I can.
You're descendant of the same thing. It'd be funny.
We're distant family members.
We're actually distant family.
That's actually my cousin twice removed, believe it or not.
That's just really funny. Actually, yeah, wood elf. Let's do that. I think, because I like the Mask of the Wild.
I have to ask Theo if I could be a descendant of a wood elf first.
Yeah, because I can attempt to hide even when you're only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, and other natural phenomena.
I told Theo that we were making D&D characters, but I think he's probably asleep.
Probably. Okay, so I'm a wood elf. I'm a paladin wood elf. That is what I'm gonna be.
Paladin wood elf.
Wolf elf. It's not quite right. Okay. So I'm an elf.
Oh, even better. Feyre.
Okay, so that means I don't have to worry about all of the.
Oh wait, I actually like this one.
Getting my race sorted. Okay.
What about Vylora? Is that how you say that? Vylora? Vylora? Vylora?
I'm clicking on everything but where I'm trying to go. Vylora?
Vylora is all that's coming to brain.
No, I mean, to be fair, you can kind of pronounce it however you want. It's your
That's
character.
true. I don't think I've ever tried to pronounce the LRO sound before. But that just sounds like lore. No, the O is lore. Nope, that's not a sound that exists. You know what? By Laura. There we go. We changed the spelling. And then just like Asteria, I'll figure out a last name later.
I don't even have a name. I don't know what I want.
I did choose my race a little faster, so I moved on to another step.
Yeah.
I'll figure out a last name later. Let's do backgrounds. I am really hungry. It is 11 at night.
Oh.
Hold on. I have some fried rice I can heat up. I will be right back.
Okay. How are you all doing? I now need to figure out what the hell I'm going to name myself and try and get rid of all these ads on my screen, because it's rude. Any gender? Masculine. Thank you. I prefer that. I call myself, I don't even know how you pronounce that, but it means elf. That'd be really funny. I'm an elf called Ood Elf. That'd be such a silly... That'd be so silly. Ancient Celtic name, Brian. Dear, what do I even call myself? This is gonna be a pain. Okay. Elven names. Jesus. I need like, I don't know. I think I need the generator now. Cause I'm Cameron. Oh dear. Foxfire? Foxfire. Interesting. These names. Lawson. Now that just reminds me of a character from AFK Journey, because that's their name. That's why it would remind me. It's because it's their name. Funny how that works. Okay. Could call myself Lawson. That would be doable. Lyari? No. Lysanthia? Lysanthia? That's an interesting name. I'm not sold on it. Muriel?
Is the Discord fixed?
Morthal.
I prioritize that so
Silver
much that I didn't even
Spell
unmute before I fixed it.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to pronounce mostly Morn.
Is it fixed?
I know how to pronounce that one. Ooh, is my stream dying? Hello? What happened over my end here?
If it makes you feel better, I had issues on my end too.
Okay, good.
It's not a Twitch issue, but
I looked over mine and mine went into the red and I went, what happened?
oh, mine's been alternating between green and red all day.
Oh, no, mine only just went into the red just suddenly. I might have been doing it all day, but I only just saw it do it.
Why does it say I have 112 dropped frames when I'm not even moving the web page? And it also says 0.0%. I don't understand. OBS, make it make sense.
Yeah, apparently I've dropped like 200 frames, but it's also 0% of frames have dropped.
I don't understand it. I don't understand bitrate or the frames dropped.
I guess it's like it's an insignificant amount of frames in comparison to how many you've actually broadcasted.
I guess.
So it's basically zero.
Basically zero.
I've just been staring at names.
Yeah. You know the audio crunchiness that happens?
Yeah.
And the way that you're supposed to permanently fix that is by changing the sample rate. On one sample rate, I get static. On the other sample rate, I get the stuttering or the crunchiness.
Oh, fun.
So it does pick your poison. I've left it as the staticky one, but both are horrible.
Yeah.
Someone does bring up a good point. Gotta remember you're streaming in 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
It's a lot of frames. So basically, we've dropped a couple of seconds.
Yeah, barely. Not even on my end.
I've dropped a few because I've dropped like 200, but I've currently got like Santhe as what I have as my name.
What is it?
Lysanthe.
Hmm.
I feel like that sounds like more of a paladin.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
All I know is I want my character to have the nickname of Bye.
It just sounds, I don't know, powerful. Or I could say Vel. I don't know. Vanda.
Okay. Let's see. I'm thinking some good skill proficiencies for a druid would be medicine, survival, insight, things like that. That's a lot of frames. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, Juliet.
Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. Elves range from under 5 foot to over 6 feet tall and have slender builds. I can be tall. Yippee!
Mine is pretty similar to humans. So I'm gonna sit at a solid 5 foot. Do I make it taller than me or shorter than me? I think I'm gonna go taller than me. Cause like, you know, just kind of overcompensate. Let's do 5'5".
I make myself like 6'3". A tower over everyone. It's gonna be great.
I'm going 5'5", and I'm gonna write that down immediately.
I just want to be obnoxiously tall, just for the funnies. I want to be strong and tall. Or I could be incredibly short and be the strongest. Either or, I guess. So, okay, so I can speak and write Common and Elvish. That's good to know.
Oh, I guess I should look at that. I can speak, read, and write Common, Elvish, and another language of my choice.
Ah.
Do I get anything with Druid? I know after a certain level I speak with plants.
Oh, you know, that's a good question. Do I have any? I probably don't have anything with Paladin, but I should check.
Gotta check out the subclass you got when you got to my break. Fair enough, I guess. Just 5e tools, under their classes, it just shows up. I didn't change any settings, I don't think.
I love how it's how the 5e tools, like for the quick build, you should choose the noble background.
Yeah, mine says hermit.
I could be a noble.
I do not want to be a hermit. I want my character to be very social.
I understand wealth, power, privilege. I carry a noble title. Whatever that title will be.
Oh, it's Circle the Seeds that gives me the talking to plants.
Ah.
Okay, so where do I write languages?
Tool proficiencies. Choose a gaming set. What?
It's like, wait, gaming?
Yeah.
So probably like cards or something. It's not gonna be like a PC.
I know it's dice set, dragon chess set, playing card set, 3 dragon ante set. What's the point of this?
I don't know.
I don't know. Playing card. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll think more about my character's backstory and see what third language makes sense for them.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't think I get a different language with paladin. It doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense, but I was just checking.
Shy, what are you playing again?
Race or cast? What?
Yes.
Okay. A wood elf paladin.
Thank you. Someone was asking in chat.
Oh, wait, with the noble background, I get a language. Interesting. So I could pick another language.
Oh.
So I would know 3 languages then. Question is what? Celestial?
You want to be like SETI? You want to speak the
Yeah.
language of the gods?
I mean, I feel like for the paladin, maybe it makes sense. I don't know. I could also.
I'm so ready for the next time we can sit down and talk amongst each other in character because Asteria's gonna be like, how the fuck do you know Celestial?
Yeah, I actually. What even languages do I know with Kairos? What does he know? Oh, right. He knows 4 languages overall.
It was Common, Inferno, something between you and SETI.
Yeah, we share Draconic.
Draconic.
And I also know Undercommon.
And you also have that other, like, decipher other languages thing?
Yeah.
That you just got?
Yes. I can
From the trauma of not being able to talk to the elemental.
Yeah, now I can comprehend languages.
That's what it is.
Yeah, no. I know 4 languages as Kairos. I haven't really used said ability. I can talk other than talking in Infernal.
Yeah, you're talking Inferno a lot more than you're talking Common.
Yep. The funny thing about Undercommon is I could have spoken to that drow that we killed in a different language. Because that's what drow speak.
Draconic?
Undercommon.
Oh. I mean, I guess you could have.
They speak common, but they also speak undercommon because it's.
I mean, obviously they speak common because we had to interrogate them somehow.
Yeah. Because, yeah, they're spoken by the underground dwelling creatures in the world. So things as drow, the drugger, basically anything that lives in the Underdark generally.
Mm-hmm.
They speak undercommon, which is, the common language of the underground.
Yeah.
So there's, if we ever end up in the Underdark, I can speak.
Good to know.
I don't think we'll end up in the Underdark, but who knows? Who knows, honestly? Oh, the fun thing about the age? It's going to be really funny. It's going to be a lot higher than anything else. Because I'm pretty sure elves, they reach adulthood at 100.
Oh, half elves reach adulthood at 20.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you're like half human, basically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, I will.
But still not quite 18.
I claim adulthood, and physical maturity at like human rate.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have looked like an adult at 20, but I don't claim adulthood until I reach 100, and then I can live up to 150 years old. No, 700. 700.
I was about to say, you only get 50 years of adulthood?
750. So I guess I'm probably an adult, so I'm at least 100 years old. It's just how much into adulthood am I?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be the oldest member of the group, probably. Depends on
I was thinking of putting my character in the 30s.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll just do 20s again.
Yeah, because Kairos is in his 20s. I feel like most of us are probably in our 20s canonically.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the age also depends on like who's gonna be oldest. Depends on say. I guess technically, I could technically be the youngest age-wise if we count the fact that I would only be an adult at a certain age. I'm gonna be 100 and something probably, maybe 200. I'll figure it out. It doesn't really matter. Problem is, I just don't know what is like the most useful language to know. Because there's a ridiculous amount of them.
You live 10 times as long as a druid? Oh, delightful.
What if I also go infernal?
I thought
I don't
about
speak
doing
celestial.
Sylvan, but I'm like, no, I'm trying to stay away from the Feywild.
I could speak infernal again. Infernal's not a bad language. The thing is, I feel like we should all know like a language that's different from each other,
I mean, I guess.
so that at the very least we all have a language we can talk to something else if we need to.
Yeah.
Because we all speak
Ooh,
the same languages.
what language do the elementals speak? I wonder if I should make that my third language. Could I make that my third
Uh,
language?
I
Could
feel
I
it's primordial.
reasonably do that as a druid?
I feel like isn't it primordial or something?
Yeah, I feel like it was primordial. We need Theo here, damn it!
Primordial. Here we go. Primordial language.
This is 5e tools.
Spoken by primordials and elementals. So yes. Primordial is the language that
But would that be reasonable for my character to know?
I mean, you could have just say that like you researched it or something.
I guess.
Just that you were interested in it. It'd be the same way that it wouldn't necessarily make a huge amount of sense if I knew Infernal, necessarily. I guess it could be that I wanted to know the language of, of evil beings, I guess. I don't know.
Understand what they're plotting against you.
Yeah, I guess that could be a reasonable reason why I would know it.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking along the lines of like elementals are very clearly elemental in nature.
Yeah, that would also
So they're probably
work.
very close to nature, so being, you know, druid. Yes, Juliet. What? What ails you, my child? Juliet. She won't look at me. She's around the corner. I can see her tail. Weird
yeah,
cat.
we had since we have the two kittens.
That's right, you got kittens.
Yeah,
I need more pictures of them.
I keep taking pictures, but Ivy today, she was being a little menace. I picked her up, cuddled her, put her down, and she immediately started trying to climb my leg.
Oh my! She was like, "No, no, let me back in. Let me back."
I picked up her sister to give her attention, and she was like, "No, I want up."
No, you have two hands.
It's like I can't hold them both; they're small enough. Yeah, our other cat is not pleased.
I can tell. A little jealous, possibly.
She is not happy in the slightest about it.
I'm thinking, what about folklore for a background? It'll give me proficiency in animal handling and survival.
Ooh, what was folk hero?
Folk hero.
Honestly, yeah, it calls you to stand against tyrants and monsters that threaten the common folk. That seems you come from the ranks of the common folk, you fit among them. That seems,
But like, I don't know. I feel like backgrounds are so loose though.
Yeah.
Cause like I didn't have really a background that would fit the story that I had created in my mind for Asteria. What did I end up doing? Let me see if I can find it. It might be on her sheet. I did Outlander for Asteria.
I did haunted one for Kairos.
Yeah, basically the only thing that I really kept, because like not everything matched up. I think we changed athletics for something else because Asteria fucking sucks at athletics. We changed athletics for something else. We probably did like medicine or something or insight.
Yeah.
And then for the equipment, I ditched the hunting trap and the trophy from the animal that I've killed. Um, I kept the geography feature, which we haven't had to use. And that's like pretty much it. That's like the only thing. I pretty much just took the equipment from it. The equipment and the
I
proficiencies.
yeah, I basically took everything from Haunted One. I was like, yep, that's my background.
I believe it is the
I just
elements
went with
and
it.
beyond. TEB, the elements and beyond.
Uh, I'm not.
Yeah, so I feel like backgrounds don't necessarily have to dictate someone's like everything.
Yeah, because being the noble, I don't want to have to think about a noble, what my title would be and all that.
Yeah. And like I don't know if I want my character to be confrontational enough to the point where like they'd overthrow someone. They'd only following very heavily into the druid thing, they'd only overthrow someone if they were like hurting nature.
Yeah.
So that's like the only thing I could think of. I mean, I guess I could try to make it fit, but I also would rather let my creativity run wild rather than have this specific thing. I'm gonna do folk hero. I can always change it later. All right. Let's see. Am I at the point where I just start rolling for stats?
I'm gonna just take off that again. I might roll for stats and think about my background later.
Okay, I feel so confused. When it says hit dice, what does that mean? What is the hit dice for?
What are you looking at?
So I'm looking at my class right now. And it says hit points, hit dice 1d8.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let me. Hit dice is the amount of dice you can use for your character to recover health from a short rest.
okay.
That's how you determine how you get back health from short rests.
Yeah, because for my actual like hit points at first level, it's 8 plus my constitution modifier, which I would need to roll my stats for. Where are all my d6?
Yeah, my hit dice is a 3d10 at level 3 because I'm having it set as level 3 because I'm just because I can always put the level back down if we need to.
I think am I missing a d6? Nope, those are the only d6 I have. Okay. Hit dice is the dice you roll to determine your health. So as a d8, you'd roll a d8 and you take the roll and then add your constitution modifier. At first level, you automatically get the highest possible roll. Okay, so like okay, so we need in order to set that up, I need the crucial information of what level are we starting at.
Yeah, I'm making the assumption it's 3.
I'd rather not assume because then I'd like mess up. Those are building block stats, and everything else could get messed up. So I don't wanna. I mean, I guess it's not super building block, but I'd rather not test it. But one thing I can roll for are stats. So let's see. How should I do this? Should I roll all my d6 and then whichever one rolls the best, I just roll that for all of them? Or should I have 4. Should I just roll all 4 at once and that's each thing?
Just you could roll all 4 at once and
Okay. I'm going to use my phone as a little notebook.
I'm a little nervous to hit the roll button on this.
I'm scared because Asteria's were so bad.
My last just roll was not doing well. I don't want to do it again. I'm nervous. Because I need good strength.
I just do first level for now and then increase your level afterwards. I mean, I guess.
Okay, my Let's hit the roll button.
I believe. I'll roll for my first one. I see 2 5s and a 6.
I'm happy with
I like that.
I just got a 15.
Oh, that's a 16. Hell fucking yeah.
That's a good first roll. I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with my 16. Considering my highest last time was 14.
Okay, I'm hitting roll again. Okay, that's not bad either.
Whiz or con? It depends on what else I would roll. So let's just to keep track of all the numbers I had. I had a 3, a 5, a 5, and a 6. Dropping the lowest one, that gives me 16. Okay. Try again.
Yeah, I have a 15 and I have a 12 right now.
Okay. Okay, that's not as great. That is
no.
That's a 1, a 4, a 5, and a 2.
Ooh, not as great, but that's not.
Yeah, it could terrible. Be a stat that I don't need. No, it is terrible. That's 11.
Right, but it could have been worse.
That's true.
It could have been a 7.
It could have been all ones.
Yeah.
Think about that. 3. If it's all ones.
Oh fuck it! Yeah, it could be all. Oh my god! Imagine getting a stat of 3.
That'd be fucking awful.
I feel like you should be allowed to re-roll if you get a 3.
I feel like you should be able to, but also it's a roll of the dice. It
yeah,
really is.
3. Imagine having any of your stats as 3.
Someone in my chat has rolled all ones before.
Oh no.
Oh, that sounds painful. Okay, I'm rolling for my third.
Yep, I'm rolling.
Oh, there's 2 ones in that. Oh, it got so much worse.
It's not great. Okay, it's not terrible. That's still not great. I'm not happy necessarily with that, but I'll work with it.
I have a 1, 1, 3, and a 2.
Oh no.
So dropping a 1. That's 6. That is.
Oh no!
Oh,
I got a 10.
Oh, that is so rough.
I'm still in the double digits for all of mine.
A 3 is a -4 modifier. Oh god. That's a 6. God. Enjoy your -2. Yeah, that's a -2. Oh.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty much what Asteria has for strength, so.
I have a -1 for my strength at the moment. I had a -2, but I fixed it.
I'm gonna roll a d20 for good luck. A 19. Okay, I have higher hopes. I have higher hopes.
A 17!
Let's go! No, there's 2 1s in this again! Fuck! At least there's a 6. 1, 1, 6, and 4.
I got a 6, 6, 5, and 4.
So that's 11 again. 6, 6, 5, and 4. Damn!
Yeah.
Okay.
I nearly got the highest stat you could get, which is an 18.
I have 4, so I need 2 more.
Yeah, I'm at 4 as well.
Okay. Ugh. I hate this part. I actually really hate this part.
Yeah, it's so nerve-wracking.
It was kind of better when I was making Asteria because I didn't know what it all meant. And now I know what it means, and it's like rough.
Ooh, that's not as good.
Okay, come on.
That's fine. It added up to be fine. I'll be
that
okay
is
with
2 6s and a 5! And 2 5s! Let's go!
Nice.
I will take it. 5 5 6 6. Hell fucking yeah. I needed that. I needed that so badly.
Yeah, I got a 6 3 and then a 1 on 1.
So that's a 12 plus a 5. That's 17. I will take a 17.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
The final.
The final one. Are you ready?
Ability. Yeah, let's go.
And boop. Okay, I see 2 6s. That's good.
Ooh. Oh, I'm happy. This looks good. Hold
3, 6, and 6.
A 15. Let's go.
Let's see. Did I get that right? 2, 3, 6, and 6. Yeah, so that'd be 12 plus 3, which is 15. Not bad. They're better than Asteria's.
These are actually decent stats. I have all double digits.
Here, let me open Asteria's character sheet for my chat so they can all see how bad it is. This is Asteria's character sheet. She has 7, the 12 for dexterity and a 12 for, I think, probably constitution, have been changed because she has leveled up. But she right now has 7, 12, 12, 12, 14, and 13. It is rough. Okay. 16, 11, 6, 11, 17, 15. Yeah, those are the numbers I have. 17 wisdom, 6 con, then +1 to wisdom, +2 to con. Wait, what do you mean +1 to wisdom, +2 to con? You don't choose that, do you? What is that? What?
I'm assuming it's one of your races or your class. You get a bonus.
I wouldn't know.
I'm
looking.
Yeah, because I'm assuming it's like your race. Because like, where you're half elf.
Charisma gets a +2. Choose any other 2 unique +1.
I guess like unless you're going, yeah, variant, yeah, any 2 unique +1s. I guess it means you have to +1 on 2 different things.
It's the same for the wood elf. So if I do end up being able to do wood elf descendant,
yeah,
it won't change.
Yeah, it looks like it basically you choose 2 other things to add 1 to.
Yeah. So charisma automatically gets a +2. Other 2 get a +1. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. You can add +2 to one stat, +1 to another, +1. Where the hell is Tasha's Cauldron of Everything? What are you looking at? Because I have Player's Handbook for Half Elf. If I were to do Wood Elf, that would be from Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide. Folk Hero is Player's Handbook. And this Druid is Player's Handbook. What is Tasha's Cauldron of Everything? What do you mean this is why you use D&D Beyond? 5e Tools clearly has more options. Kalis, I'm confused.
I also have no. I'm looking at D&D Beyond, and I have no idea what it's talking about.
I mean, I guess I could like open up D&D Beyond and do like their character creation and just work on that. Beyond.
I get a +1 to wisdom and a +2 to dexterity because of my race and stuff.
Beyond can have those too. You just have to add the homebrew to D&D Beyond. I don't have D&D Beyond set up. I don't know how to do this.
Okay. So I'm getting 17 to my strength because I'm like, if I'm a
yeah,
paladin,
I'm giving 17 to my constitution, or not my constitution. What is it? Wisdom. That's what they recommended for druid, right?
I think because hold on, yeah, because it's
wisdom highest.
Yeah, strength highest, charisma second.
Wisdom 17. Constitution will get my 16. I'll do charisma for 15. Actually, no, charisma's gonna get something else because charisma automatically gets a +2.
Yeah, because
I hydrate.
Dex is going to get a +2, which means I can either take a 12 or I can take a 14. No, wait. I can take a 10 or I can take a 14.
Okay, so my 17's taken. My 16 is taken.
I'm looking at your trash. I took a 6 in the charisma.
No, I don't want my charisma that low. I literally told you I want to play a more charismatic character. I think half elf is special because it has an extra stat point because humans and half elf are weird with their stats. Charisma gets +2 up to 8. Yeah, but I don't want my charisma to be a -1 if I'm playing a charismatic character. Like...
Yeah, I want to be charismatic. I want to persuade him to do this. Actually...
You have a -1 and you rolled a 3.
No, I'm just sitting figuring out what I want to do with my dex, intelligence, and my wisdom. I don't know which one's the most important to have the highest stat here.
Zed, I'm still so confused. Why would I use Tasha's Cauldron? Class. I did not hear that last part of your sentence.
I'm trying to figure. I don't know what's in. I've got what I need for my class, so I just don't know what to do with Dex, intelligence, and wisdom. I don't know which is the most important.
Did it say anything else after Constitution? No. So after Constitution, it is free game for me.
Ooh, maybe I should actually make wisdom have the higher one because that's where perception comes from.
I think I'll give dexterity 15. Charisma will get an 11. do I be really weak again? Do I get my strength 6?
You could. I mean, like, you use mostly spells, right?
Yeah,
Or if you use mostly spells, you it depends on.
I think so. I kind of want to use a little bit more like dagger. I kind of want to use weapons a little bit more, but
Oh, well, then you should probably not make your strength that low.
do I really want my intelligence to be 6 though?
Um, well, if you're gonna use your dagger, you kind of need strength a bit higher, right? Because it's gonna be a
I
strength.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Because if you're using a weapon, it's gonna be based on strength.
Okay. What does
Um,
intelligence play a hand into? History, Arcana. Ooh,
I
Arcana.
think if you're using a
Investigation.
bow, it's something else. I think it's like dex, maybe. I think
I want to
bow's
I
dex.
want them to have a really cool little dagger though.
Yeah, because like the reason why I need a lot of strength is because of the fact that I'm a martial, and I while I have good spells, I'm kind of meant to hit things,
Yeah. I'm not a
so I need to have good strength.
I don't think I'll probably ever have a very strong character unless I go out of my way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a spell that I don't know whether you can get a hold of, like the I want to know if you can get a hold of it. It's the one I have that's really weird, but it changes um the throw you need to do from strength into like charisma. Uh, what is it? It's from on my Kairos has it, which is why I'm fine with being weak. I no. There's a
What else does
Shilagga.
intelligence do? Religion. Oh, it has nature. I probably should be good in nature. I mean, I'm going to get Am I going to get proficiency from that? I don't know.
I'm wondering, can you get this? Oh, it is available for druids.
I can get a nature proficiency from my class.
Yeah, there's a
So that'll
spell.
help my proficiency or my nature a little.
Yeah, there is a cantrip which allows you to imbue the wood of a club or quarterstaff you're holding to use your spell casting ability instead of strength for the attack.
Is that cantrip available to druids?
It says it's available for druids.
What is it called?
I'm gonna send it because I have no idea how to pronounce that. But that. It says it's available. You can take a look see and find out.
I was about to say, is it Shalala?
Maybe. It says it, but because I only have
it says it
as a.
It says it for druid.
Yeah, the only reason I have it as a warlock is because of my ability with packs and stuff. But it means you wouldn't have to use strength to make your attacks. Instead, you can use whatever.
But that means that I would have to have a club or a quarterstaff.
Yes.
Does Kairos have a quarterstaff or a club?
He has a quarterstaff.
How did I not know this?
he has a quarterstaff.
I did not know this. Tosh.
So when I'm hitting people, I am bludgeoning people with a quarterstaff.
I love that so much for you.
And I get to use now a +5 for my charisma to do my attacks if I use that cantrip.
Nice.
Rather than the -1 from my.
Tasha's Cauldron of Everything is an official D&D sourcebook that has rework for ability score improvements, allowing you to instead take the base ability score increase your race would give you to instead put the ability score upgrade into 2 or 3 different stats. I don't know if we're using that homebrew though. That's the thing. I don't know if we're using that. I'm assuming that we're not using that.
Okay, I'm gonna make.
Let's see. Because whatever I give 6, I'm also going to give a +1 to, which isn't going to do anything now, but once I level up and get another stat, it will get better.
Yeah, it will get better. And hey, I had a 7 strength, and I'm doing just fine. I may have nearly died first session, but it's okay.
It was second session.
Same, you know.
I've watched the sessions so many times that I know. Like I also know I know that Asteria never made a hit on the Angels. Angels, I mean Angel. It's literally officially
okay.
D&D content. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know if we use Tasha's Cauldron of Everything?
I don't know.
We need the British man here. The other British man.
I don't think we did. I don't think we added any pluses of anything.
I mean, the only pluses I had were whatever I had for my race. Which... What did I have? Dexterity had a +2, and then Wisdom or Charisma had a +1, which I probably gave it to Wisdom. But no other pluses happened. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything is what adds all the races you love, like Eladrin and Genasi. Except I haven't heard of those in our other campaign, and to my knowledge, we aren't using those.
Yeah, I don't.
Unless it directly involves one of the races we're using?
Yeah. Aladrin, I think, is an elf type, but
yeah. I vaguely know what Eladrin is.
Yeah, I don't think we did that in our current campaign. The increasing instead of taking the basic ability skill, upgrading to 2 different. Yeah, I don't think we did that. I think we just literally took what our race gave us.
Yeah, I think it was just what our race gave us. And whatever our class gave us, if our class gave us anything.
Yeah, I don't think we did anything like changing. We can't just do that. We have to kind of follow what we did previously.
Yeah. I mean, if Theo really wants, he can go back and watch our VODs and determine if we did this right.
Yeah. And, you know, he can get us to reroll stats with him. Like,
I'd be so afraid to reroll my stats at this point, though, because
no,
I have some decent ones.
Like, I'm happy with the ones I have.
Yeah, I actually don't mind just having a flat out 6. I don't mind. I just have to figure out what to assign it to. It's an official improvement D&D brought to 5e. Because you're not stuck with +2 to intelligence when you want to play a barbarian. I'm just so lost.
Yeah, I don't even if it is an official thing, we didn't do that. Like we just
and like also I don't mind the charisma getting the +2. And the other ones get 1. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I think we're gonna apply. There you
go. Okay. Basing the fact that I'll probably choose proficiency in nature, I'm gonna give my intelligence the 6. And my strength will get 11.
Okay, so I have a what's the other proficiency I want to give myself?
So the 16 was my con. That's not how you spell con. There we go. 11 is a strength. 6 was my intelligence. Wisdom is 17. And then my 15 is my dex. So I need to do +2 to con. +2 con from race. Making it equal 18. Not con. What am I doing? Where is it? What was it? Charisma. The other C. Charisma. I was like, wait a second. No, that's too much. What am I doing? +2. From the race, making it equal 13.
Oh, okay. So I pulled it out of and let this pick. Okay, so I'm gonna get a +0 for my intelligence and my wisdom.
I mean, Asteria has a couple plus zeros, I think. Oh no, she
Yeah.
actually doesn't. She's pulled dexterity from a +0 to a +1, and then she probably pulled like Constitution or something +0 to +1.
I really want to swap dexterity and wisdom. I don't know if it's better to have better wisdom.
So strength is getting, or no, intelligence is getting a +1, so that makes a 7. And then strength will also get a +1, which will make it 12, which that does matter. So this would be +1, +2, +3. Zed, you're gonna have to correct me if I'm doing this wrong. Oh, I don't know how to do that one actually. Plus 6, 3, +3. What is intelligence minus? Is intelligence -2? Basically allows you to, without homebrewing your own rules, to play a race that might not fit as well with your class without the drawbacks of having worse stats because of it. But if we're intentionally wanting to play a certain class and certain race and then choosing them to go together, you want better dexterity than wisdom, probably shy. Dex affects your
Okay.
armor class, and as a paladin, you probably want to have a higher AC, unless you really want a high wisdom paladin.
Okay. Yeah, I think my armor class currently is worse than. Yeah. It's currently worse than me as Kyros's, but I'm also not wearing any armor
Yeah, I don't I
currently.
don't think I'm gonna set that up tonight because
Yeah.
the trying to figure out the numbers and shit is like still hurting my head because I'm so new to this. AC is 10 plus dex plus armor. Yeah, so I'm not gonna settle my armor for a little bit, so I'm probably not gonna settle my AC for a bit. Hey Zed, what is the modifier for 7 intelligence? Is that -2?
Okay.
It's -3?
Okay.
Okay. Wait, how does it, how is it -3?
Intelligence is 10.
Because rounding down to 6, it takes 4 to get to 10. That's 2. Right? How is it 3? Explain it to me so that way I could do it on my own next time.
God, D&D's always gonna be on my brain from now on.
As soon as they're like new session, my brain's like, yes.
I'm,
Cuz
I'm like,
like
I'm never gonna do anything ever again.
cuz like I talked to you guys about Legends of Avantris, right?
Yeah.
I finally have time to like fully get into them. I'm almost halfway through like their current like the current session of theirs that I'm watching, or their current campaign that I'm watching. Um so like that's constantly on my brain as I'm constantly watching them, and then I'm like, "Oh, new session, latch. Oh, inklings of a new character, latch." Like
Oh, I'm immune to two different things. Oh my goodness.
oh wait, it's -2. My brain was
I'm
off
immune
on the
to
numbers
magical
there.
sleep and
So it
disease.
is it is -2 cuz it's,
Is there a way I can
am I
where
thinking
can I
about it
place
right? Cuz it's a
immunities?
round down. So that'll be 6, which takes 4 to get to 10. Divide by 2, that's 2, right? 6 minus 7 is negative. 6 minus 7 is -1. Oh, 6 to 7. I thought you were saying 6 minus 7. I was like, 6 minus 7 is -1. What do you mean negative? No, 6 to 7 is -2. Okay. If I were to also zoom in on the modifiers, could you double check that I did all my math right, please? Zed, since you know D&D stuff. That would be nice. Please. Yes, 627. I get it now. I get it now. I'm sorry. You good?
I'm just looking at everything. It's a lot. I'm just like, "Eh." Okay, I'm guessing I put my walking speed as 30, even though it's not.
What does it say your walking speed is with your race?
35.
So your walking speed would be 35.
Didn't he not want to? Do you not want to do like different?
Oh, no, it was more for the fact that Asteria has 2 movement speeds because she can fly and she can walk.
Okay.
And having them be different was apparently too complicated.
Okay.
So he changed it for me. But 35 is what you actually are.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be fast. Yippee.
Noom. You kind of walk just a little faster than everyone else.
Yeah.
It's all good. Thank you, Zed. Thank you. Okay. I think some of the last few things that I'm gonna set up. Let's see. I can do my speed. Let's see. Features and traits. I know that there's like a specific spot that all these things go into, but I don't remember all of them. So I'm just going to write them down as I have now. So like for 60 feet, dim becomes bright. So 60 feet, dim to bright. It's not the symbol I wanted. There you go. And then for darkness to dim. So 60 feet, darkness to dim.
Yeah. Oh, it's interesting. I don't get any. If we start at level 1, I don't have any spells.
If we start at level 1, I can't shift.
Yeah, I won't have a single spell.
I will have two cantrips and 2 first levels, but that's it.
I don't think I get.
Do you even have a cantrip?
No, it says spell slots per spell level, and that's it.
I'm looking at a paladin right fucking now.
Like,
damn, you actually get nothing.
I get nothing.
Oh, you don't even have cantrips. You only have 1st to 5th level spells.
Yeah, it's why I'm meant to be a fighter more than anything.
Wow. Are you guys allowing feats at all as an alternative to ability score improvement? I think so.
I think we might be, but also all of us wanted the ability score the last time, so none of us even thought about it.
What would have been the thing?
A feat?
Like we gave us a I think Theo gave us a choice.
Maybe. I don't know. Feats are like there's a load of options of different feats you can take. And they all give you different benefits, but we all kind of needed better stats.
Yeah. So let's see. We just leveled up to level 4.
Yes.
Yeah, so increase 1 ability score of choice by 2 or 2 ability scores by choice of 1. If your DM allows the use of feats, you may instead take a feat. Oh, I haven't even looked at feats at all.
I looked at them, but I was like, there's lots of them, and I just need better stats.
I'm sure Theo would let us. But yeah, considering none of us, we were all like, ability.
All of us have pretty bad stats, like in something that we wanted to fix,
So it was... Yeah. Oh my god, it's so tiny. There we go. I forgot the tabs are weird on this. -2. +1. +1. -2. I won't do proficiencies yet either. Because I forget how many numbers this thing is. How do I forget that the math game involves so much math?
You involve so much math.
So much math. It's funny that gay people like this game so much. Sorry, that was so stereotypical.
Yeah, I have plenty of actions I can take.
Wisdom +3. Performance +1. Oh, fuck. Not =1. Thank you. This will be +1. Intelligence is -2. Dexterity is +2. +2. And wisdom is +3. Ooh, not 23. You'll get like 4 first level spells, I think, Kiki, and you can prepare your spells instead of know them, so you can change them at rest. Yeah, it says druids prepare spells. You only have you have more spells than 2. You only have 2 first level. Yeah, 2 cantrips, 2 first levels. I mean, I get what? No, because looking. I guess that is spell slots. Like, how many spells could I have prepared at once? I don't remember. See, when it comes to the spells stuff and like the numbers, it really, really confuses my brain. I tried to understand it for Asteria, and it gave me a headache, so I literally just gave in and went, I'm trusting Theo. So, a lot of feats allow +1 to ability score and then an additional effect. Check out the tough feat. D&D Beyond just feels... You need to stop praising D&D Beyond. It's not the best thing in the world, dude. Yeah. I mean, I don't mean that like so like negatively, but like it's okay for me to build the character sheet from a PDF.
This is great, actually. I have like proficiencies in like all armor types and shields.
Oh, nice.
So unlike last time when none of us could pick up a shield, at least I could pick it up.
Oh, I still can't wear armor of metal because druids don't use metal.
Yeah, I can use heavy armor, light armor, medium armor, and shields.
Sticking to leather. Love it.
Yeah, so now if we can find any heavy armor, I can steal that. Make myself real strong.
Okay, so my saving throw... Where it says saving throws, those are the saving throws that I'm proficient in, right?
I don't remember.
Prepared spells is just druid level plus wisdom modifier. That's true. Well, also, I have a lot higher wisdom, so I've got 3 for the modifier, right? Was that right? Yeah, 3 modifiers, so it would be 3 plus whatever my druid level is. Assuming I start at 1, I would have 4.
Oh. I'm not going to be very good at
spells.
Arcana this time around, +0.
Wait, what did you say?
So I'm not going to be very good with the Arcana checks this time around with a +0.
Oh, it's okay. I have a -2.
Oh, wonderful. Hopefully...
hopefully Pros. Yeah. Otherwise, it's going to be rough out there.
Yeah. Hopefully Pros is just good intelligence, or at least a proficiency.
Do we tell Pros that we really need help with Arcana checks, or do we just let him do his own thing?
Just let him see what he does.
That's how we end up with a team with all 7s for strength.
Look, at least this time round, I'm strong. I have a 17 strength. So at least we have one member who can hit.
Yes. I have 11, was it? I still don't. 12. I have 12. It's your modifier for your saving throws, so it's whatever your plus is for the ability score, and then for the abilities. Oh, it's your okay. The saving throws. The saving throws. Hold on. I'm piecing this together. I need visuals. Okay, it says saving throws, intelligence and wisdom. And that means it's the modifier for my saving throws, which is whatever my plus is for the ability score. And then for the ability scores I'm proficient in, I also add proficiency bonus for the saving throws you're proficient. And then for the saving throws, I'm proficient. Nope, not clicking. It's not clicking in my brain. So wisdom is +3, right? Yes, wisdom is a +3.
How would I don't even know where to put this. I guess I put it in the features and traits.
What are you placing?
What I'm immune to.
Oh. I mean,
I don't
if
know.
we use the website thing that we normally do, or even the new one, I think the new one will also have it. It'll have like somewhere that you can't be blinded or deafened. That's how I found out I can't be blinded or deafened, because I didn't know that until I poked around there. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I have an advantage against being charmed, and I am immune to disease and magical sleep.
And then plus, do I have any of those? That's from your race, right?
What one?
Uh, the charm, or is that from your palette? Is that from your class?
I think charmed might be the race. I
Okay.
believe that's the race.
Because I'm trying to look at the race, trying to figure out if I have any of those, but I don't think I do.
Yeah. Yes, it's Fey ancestry. You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put me to sleep.
Oh, that's listed there too. I'm just blind.
Yeah.
Oopsies.
Fey ancestry. That's what does it.
Dude, it's actually kind of nice building the character sheet myself. I mean,
Really?
obviously, I'm still using a lot of help, but
Yeah. It's a lot, but it's interesting.
yeah. But like, it's also a lot better than me not knowing, not understanding everything. Because like Theo was just having me roll dice and choose things, and then he was like putting it all into D&D Beyond, and then it just created it. Now I'm like, it's force doing this myself is forcing me to understand the why, and it's helping me understand the game a little more.
Yeah.
I have hydrated.
I don't know whether I should put it in as if we're going. Problem is, there's a lot of my stuff that I could put in is all depending on what level.
Yeah, there's only so much we can do without knowing what level we're gonna start at. Is there anything else that I could add? I could add in my proficiencies, but I really don't wanna. Okay. Let me speak this out.
I guess I can figure out how old I
Wisdom
want
is
to be.
+3, right? Yes. So saving throw is also +3. Yes, I
Health
understand that.
ages.
But since Druid is proficient in Wisdom saving throws, it adds your proficiency bonus to it. And at level 1, your proficiency bonus is 3, so you'd have a Wisdom saving throw of 6. What determines that proficiency bonus? So Druid is proficient in Intelligence and Wisdom. So I mark Intelligence and Wisdom.
Okay. This is better.
Proficiency
Okay.
bonus at level 1 is actually only +2. Okay.
If I say I'm
But
200,
what is it?
I don't know, make a strange number.
What determines that?
I want to roughly 34.
Open up Druid class and look next to their level what each level provides. Oh! Oh, I am so blind.
Okay.
Oh. Kalis, I am so blind. I'm What's the proficiency? But there's a fucking table. Oh,
I've decided my
brother.
age.
Oh, what is it?
I'm 236.
Jesus Christ.
Which is actually, I was looking it up. It was apparently it's roughly the equivalent of being like a 20-year-old human.
Oh. I think, what if I roll a percentile and a d10 and that can determine my age?
Do it.
I think that'd be funny. Okay. So the proficiency bonus is the same no matter if it's first level or third level. So I can put those in now. So
Yeah.
it's actually going to be a +0 for intelligence and a +5 for wisdom. Let's go, wisdom. Yeah, we're probably not going to be above level 4. All right, let's roll. Let's roll this. Let's roll the D100. See what it gives me. That is, oh god, 75. I don't know if I want to do that old though. I'm not gonna lie.
You're just a really old druid.
Well, no, because druids apparently live really long. I have been told.
Yeah.
And also half elves can exceed 180 years too.
Huh.
So that's
I love
like
D&D.
halfway. Is it halfway? No, it's not even halfway through life. I'll just roll it until it gives me a number I'm relatively okay with.
I think it's a level you have to be for the druid to slow your aging.
Oh, yeah, probably it's very similar to Kairos.
Yeah.
But I really don't care. 18th level, you live long. Okay, I really don't care. I really don't care. What about
Yeah,
I have a different idea. I roll a d20 and a d10. Add those together.
yeah, that should probably keep you lower on the
28.
age
I'll
range.
take it.
28.
28.
I'm yeah, we got 28, we got 236, and then whatever bronze is gonna be.
Yep. 5. Vi is very much gonna be like, oh, my elder. I must respect you.
And it's like I'm just like the equivalent of being like 20 something.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do research into like what half elves and elves look like to determine
I think it
appearance and
depends
stuff.
on what kind of elf you are. Because like if I'm a wood elf, like
Okay, so
you
that's
tend to have
another thing I have
darker
to wait
hair.
for Theo on. Because I don't know
Yeah,
if I'm
because
gonna be half elf or wood elf descendant.
like wood elves have like certain like hair colors and like tinted like skin
Mm-hmm.
dependent. Same way with high elves, if you're like a sun elf or a moon elf,
Yeah.
you have different colors and stuff. So
Um, rules? Where would I find languages? There it is.
I always forget how you do like the measurements of height, whether it's the single one or the two.
Um, are you ready? I'm gonna blow your mind.
Yes.
So, feet or foot has one syllable. So it is one little mark.
Okay.
Inches is 2 syllables. It'll have 2.
Ah.
Someone taught me that. And God, I hope it's right, because I've been doing that way for like 5 years.
Oh, it is. I was looking it up. Yeah, that's actually that's so helpful.
Yeah. Someone told that to me ages ago, and I was like, you're so right. And I was like, yeah. I use it all the time now. I actually was using it when I was typing in my height. I was like, oh, shoot, which one is it? Wait, foot, one syllable, one.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, I don't know which one it is. I'm
Yeah.
really tempted to be like super tall and go 6'3".
Gain proficiency, 2 skills of my choice. Okay,
Yeah, I'll do that.
so I need to choose proficiencies. I like writing down like all my proficiencies and shit, so that way I know specifically where I got my proficiency from.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 skills of my choice get proficiency from half elf. Let's see, what should I do? I think I said I was gonna do nature, so it's not fucking -2. Wait, but I also get that from druid. Okay, so maybe I should choose something that druid doesn't get me.
That's where I got perception from. I was wondering where the hell perception came from. It was my race.
Ah,
I get proficiency in
check
perception.
background first. Animal handling and survival.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We sometimes get it from background as well. I still haven't picked what my background
Yeah.
is.
Okay, so I have it for my survival. Wait, but I have it listed from druid, background, and race. There's surely no way I'm proficient in 6 things. That's a
I
lot.
mean, it is a fair bit, but I think I would also be proficient in pretty much a similar amount because
Yeah, because
I have a proficiency from my race, two from my class, I think. And then if I had the background of noble, I would have another two
under druid it
proficiencies.
says skills, choose 2 from this list. So those, it doesn't say it's proficiencies, but I'm pretty sure those are proficiencies. And then my background gives me 2, and then my race says 2 of my choice. Surely I didn't make it so I have 6 proficiencies. Background doesn't
I think
often give you a choice and just gives you one, so it's good to check them first. I mean, I guess. So it
yeah.
was animal
Do I
handling
go
and
noble?
survival. I won't fight it.
I don't know if I go noble
So like
or not.
background gave me proficiency in animal, Annie, Han, and serve. um
I guess I could be a noble in terms of like,
race
but like if I'm a
class,
wood elf, would I be nobility? I don't know. And I feel like that would be high elf.
Peyton. Okay. No, there's no there's no way. I cannot believe that I would have proficiency in 6 things. I genuinely there's no way. I don't feel like listening to this song.
Okay, so D&D. Okay, so they wood elves don't really have a nobility.
Ah.
They have like elders because it's more like from what I was reading, it seems like they're more like a tribe kind of thing.
Oh, just like druids.
Yeah, so they don't
5 or
have.
6 proficiency is pretty
Doesn't
common,
look
really?
like they have
Wait, you telling me that
nobility.
it's
So I don't know if me being
low?
a
That
noble
Asteria has 4? You're telling me that that's
would
low?
work.
Okay, apparently 6 is common, so. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, like I think I have like four as Kairos and five that is this, so it's like
I have 4 as Asteria, and I have 6 with this one.
uh backgrounds.
So considering background's the most restricting, get that one out of the way first. And then my class is the next most restricting, so I'll choose from that list, and then whatever else I want from everything else for my race.
I don't know what I want to do background wise. I
I
don't know what fits.
I definitely want nature. Um, for 1. So I'll take that from my class. And then should I try to make my Arcana a little bit better by getting an Arcana proficiency?
To be fair, we do ask generally a lot about magical items and what they are.
That's true.
So it's
So
probably a good
I'll
idea.
do Arcana then from my
Folk hero.
class.
Honestly, folk hero might actually just genuinely be a better background out of these
You
ones.
stealing my background?
Because
I'm joking.
I feel like out of all of them, I feel like that one out of the ones in this list. Because I don't feel like searching for the other ones. If I'm gonna be real.
Can't blame you.
I feel like folk hero is probably the one that.
A lot of things give 2 proficiencies, so it's pretty common to have like 2 or even 3 background class / race with 2 proficiencies each. Okay, I had no idea.
That'd be animal handling and survival.
I almost forgot how to spell my character's name for a second.
Oh my god, there's all these artisan tools. Jesus,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Noble is more starting gold, apparently. Oh yeah, folk hero only gives you 10.
It would be more starting gold, but it's also I'm not. I don't know if I could get. I mean, I guess it could be like a noble in the sense of that I'm like the child of one of the elders.
Oh, you're trying to think of. Yeah, because like I said earlier, backgrounds are probably just like super loose.
Yeah, so
Because like none of
it's
the
not.
backgrounds really fit Asteria. I just kind of chose the best one.
Yeah, I could go noble. I have so I'm just like it doesn't hold much weight because I'm not like a big noble.
Mm-hmm.
That could work. And I have a proficiency in history and something else.
Yeah, so I need to choose my additional proficiencies.
Yeah, I need a proficiency and a language.
So let's see. I got nature and I got arcana. So I have animal handling, survival, nature, and arcana. So I'll fix those numbers later. I need 2 more. I'm thinking stealth.
Honestly, that's not a bad choice. So we do sometimes need that.
I've yet to really use medicine.
Yeah, I don't think we've once ever done a medicine check.
Yeah. I mean, we've only played like 4 times.
Yeah, that's
Pocahontas
fair.
is a Disney princess? Yes.
Hello.
I think they're trying to like play a point of like Pocahontas isn't really royalty because Native American tribes,
Yeah.
elders, and whatnot, but she's considered a princess.
Yeah, that works. I think we'll stay with noble.
Mulan is also not a princess, nor is she of noble blood, but she's a princess.
Didn't she almost get like crowned as like royalty in her second movie?
Yes, she almost married into it. Believing that what's his face didn't actually like her or something. And then dramatic wedding crash scene. Ha! I love you, Mulan. Oh, what's your name? Take me now.
I literally only know that because of a game, like a film theory episode.
I genuinely
quantifies...
used to watch and enjoy Mulan too. I used to really like the song Not Like Other Girls, but now that I listen to it, I can't stand it. I don't know what I don't know what about that song was appealing, but it's horrendous.
Okay, I need to figure out what's another good thing for me to be proficient in.
Yeah, I have one more that I need proficiency with.
Because I could do persuasion and religion. So what I would have it currently, persuasion and religion. So I would have.
I think I'll do intimidation.
History, perception, persuasion, and religion, and then I can do something else.
Okay, so I have proficiencies in animal handling, survival, nature, arcana, stealth, and intimidation. It's time to play. Will Kiki remember that she's proficient in intimidation and actually attempt to intimidate people? Guess we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, I remember I'm intimidating. I just don't do it because I also just don't talk.
Yeah, I was about to say, Bessie, you don't talk. Which also
So
means that there could come like a badass moment where you're like really pissed off and like the
yeah.
entire party will just like part the Red Sea and be like, "Oh dear God." When you start like
It's like
talking and fucking like intimidating another NPC or something, we were like,
yeah.
"Uh."
Okay, I need one more proficiency. One more proficiency and then a language.
A high proficiency amount
Uh
would be like 8 if you played a
I don't even
rogue
know
or
what's
took a
gonna be
feat that
good.
gave you more proficiencies.
Because I could go deception again,
Oh,
but I
okay,
also don't
interesting.
think I would deceive anyone.
Yeah, I was looking at deception, but I was like, I really don't think my character, like, based off, like, I haven't fully set her up, but like, based off of what I have in my mind, I don't think I don't think she'd be deceptive. I feel like she'd be
Like,
very good,
yeah,
honored.
mine follows the law, is very responsible. Like I don't think he's gonna be particularly deceptive. It's the
Yeah,
same way that I didn't want to do intimidation because while he could be intimidating, I don't know if he would necessarily.
yeah. I don't think Vi is going to be deceptive. Maybe intimidating if she needs to be in like in a shape form, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting what
yeah.
it's called, which is
Wild,
not great
wild
since I'm
shape,
about to play a druid.
wild shape.
Wild shape.
I could go intimidation because I feel like I could be intimidating. What does intimidation go off of? Intimidation is charisma. What's my charisma already at? It's a +2. Um,
Hey, so Zed, does this little table that has the proficiency bonus, does that apply to my skill proficiencies here? It's like whatever I'm proficient in, is it a +2?
so I could be really intimidating, and then therefore, if we need to be,
Yep, okay. I'm slowly understanding.
hmm,
Okay, so this needs to go bigger because I
I
can't
feel like I could
read.
be intimidating against my enemies.
+5.
Maybe we'll
This
do
will be a
that.
+0.
But insight could be more
+3.
interesting. Hmm.
+0. +4. And +5. Okay. I like this. I like this, where this is going so far.
I'm trying to think what's just going to be the most useful because I feel like investigation or insight might be better. What do we use? What kind of checks do we even do?
We use a lot of Arcana, Perception, um, Investigation. But like also we have no idea what kind of campaign we're about to go into.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know
Like
what
I
I
don't
want to
know
be
if it's gonna
proficient
be
in.
set in the same world as, oh my god, how the fuck do you say it? Circulus?
I forgot the name of the world, so you know that could be.
I
I
don't
could
know
do
how
it.
you pronounce it. If you look in world information, it's
Uh,
there.
Shio- Shiosilicus?
That's what being
I
proficient in
have
it
no idea.
means.
Yeah, no idea.
You'll add it for
It
any
could
attack
be,
rolls
but
made
it
with
also be a
weapons you're
completely
proficient in
new
too.
environment.
Oh. I thought proficient means that you
Um,
just straight up can only wield those weapons. I don't know. Um
he puts us in the same world, and we run into ourselves.
Suddenly, you see a short to like gray tabaxi, a very
Yeah,
tall tiefling, a shorter tiefling, and a very tiny green speck.
green speck. Uh,
Oh, did you ever finish that art of us at the tavern?
I didn't. I keep changing it and keep working on it because I'm like, I want to, but I'm like, I want to make it look good.
I mean, last I saw it was looking great. So like dude, I can't wait to message Constantine again and be like, "Hey, I need more art. Are your comms still open?"
Yeah, right now it's because art fight's going on, so I'm just doing a bunch of art for that.
Yeah, I can't blame you with that. I don't have the money to commission anyone right now.
Ah,
Oh, ow. Fuck.
I literally might design the character
Add it to your
my
art fight.
dig. And add it to my art fight.
I'm gonna leave a D20 out just for the hell of it. That way I can roll it every once in a while, but I'm gonna put the rest of my dice away.
I feel like investigation might be better. I'm gonna go investigation.
Okay.
Just so that if we need to investigate. I rarely use the
Wait.
I don't use the intonation I have.
I put in a dice in here that's not supposed to be in here. Fuck.
Oh. Now the question is what
Is it this
the
one?
hell language is
Oh,
useful?
sweet. I really kind of want to do primordial.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like those languages are like ones I really want to pick, but I'm like, will I use it? Will I use it?
Yeah. Or like, is one of the languages you're like considering doing, but end up not doing, is that going to be used?
Yeah.
With you and Pros both going, I was thinking about primordial.
I literally was. It's also funny. I was also thinking of celestial.
Oh.
And I didn't pick either.
Wow. Fucking wild.
Yeah, I didn't pick that one either. But because it really depends on what kind of world we get put into.
It really does. Like, are we like? It could also be like same world, different part of the map. Like we're coming up on the Dark Ages and shit. But so if you're proficient in daggers, because daggers are a dex weapon, you'll add your dex modifier and your proficiency bonus to your attacks roll. It's like a d20 plus 4. So I am proficient in daggers because that's listed under druid right here, daggers. So it would be the d20 to hit plus proficiency, which would be 2. Wait, no. Daggers are a dex weapon. You will add your dex modifier and my proficiency. So the +2 of the proficiency plus the +2 of dex, so
exactly
+4.
What stumped me last time
to hit
my character.
Is that just to hit?
Languages.
Apparently languages are really important to pick. We gotta be careful.
It's always going to be the language I don't pick that's going to be used.
Right?
And the language I do is never going to be used.
Mm-hmm. Why are there 4 primordials listed? Juliet? What do you want? So you'll to hit. So you'll be more likely to reach the AC of your enemy.
Common, you know?
I know that part.
The chances of us running into it's higher. But the problem is they're also going for something that's like not as common.
Wait, chance of running into what?
Like I was saying, I want to pick a language that's kind of common, so that the chances of us running into someone that speaks it is higher.
Yeah, but I already have some common languages of Common and Elvish.
Yeah, I have those too.
Yeah, and then I also speak Plant. Eventually, if we start at level 3, I'll just automatically speak Plant.
Yeah, and then, so I also want to, but like I also want to pick something that's like, you know, like the angel or the elemental.
Circle of Seed.
So that if we end up running into those sort of things, we know how to respond to them.
Yeah. Well, like, also, I'm also trying to make sense of like where, like, why my character would know that language. So like Asteria, has picked up Elvish because she's been traveling for a while and it's relatively common. She knows Sylvan because that's her native language, and she knows Common because it's common.
Yeah. Kairos has been a lot of places due to his pact. As he just knows languages due to having been in those locations for a while. And it's better to know common languages.
I need to talk to Exo soon, man. He said that I could yap to him about everything about Asteria, and I need to. Because I don't know how much you're supposed to tell your DM, otherwise I totally would yap to Theo. Oh, yes, I also know the language of the druids. I did, in fact, forget about that.
Yeah. I could go undercommon again. that we'll know if we end up in the Underdark or by I don't know if it
Druidic.
would be in the Underdark though, because there's a lot of things that know Undercommon. It's just I don't know if that's going to be useful.
Which is
Mm.
why when I can't think of what may or may not be useful, then I step back and think of what makes sense for my character.
Well, like a lot of these languages I can make sense as like, oh, you know, they're commonly seen as evil. Like the Undercommon is commonly seen as like the dark place, you know, where more evil things lie. Same thing with Infernal. Abyssal could probably also work. Primordial could also work for that. Celestial is just because.
Could just say someone else in my circle speaks that language, or it's a common language of your circle. I guess. You could say that for your elders, too.
Yeah.
I really want to do Primordial. But, like, what fucking Primordial do I do? Why are there 4?
Why do you have 4?
I don't know. There's one from Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen. There's
Oh, you're looking
Eberron,
at
Rising from the Last
5e.
War. There's Mythic Odysseys of Theros. And then there's Player's Handbook. I should probably just do Player's Handbook.
5e tells you what type it is? Oh.
Yep. Right here it says what the source is. Which is
Let me
why I
just
know
pull it
that which is why I know
languages?
that Asteria's race is from the Elements and Beyond, I believe it was. Yeah, Elements and Beyond.
Languages.
I feel like I need to buy an Elements and Beyond book. The amount of times I've talked about it.
Celestial is a standard.
What?
Apparently, Celestial and Abyssal are both standard.
Yes. Yeah, you just walk down the marketplace and you can hear people talking in the language of the gods.
I guess it's like Celestial. I mean, like the if I was playing like the Asimaya, they know Celestial as like their common their tongue. So I guess there's probably a fair enough of them to be.
Yeah. There's also some languages that scripts are in Elvish. So it might make sense for us to know those ones as well, because there's overlap.
Yeah.
Like fucking Sylvan. God damn it.
Yeah.
I can't escape it.
And Undercommon.
Yeah.
Undercommon is probably because of the Drow. Because they're basically a dark elf.
Yeah, there's Loxodon? It doesn't say anything. It just says it's a standard language. Oh my god, I summoned him! It's Exo! Exo, I literally was just talking about how I have to yap to you.
This.
Oh my god,
Druidic
what
secret.
did Saribot just delete? How did I see that? Mod actions?
But this Celestial is shown to be exotic.
They banned them, yeah, but I don't know what they said.
Okay, deep speech, I feel like it's going to be useless. Or at the very least,
Yes, Exo, we need to yap. I really want to play a Loxodon. I don't know what a Loxodon is.
I kind of doubt it.
I can check in a sec. Yes, please, Hefe, because I'm trying to see and I can't. I've got too much going on in my brain.
Jesus. Yeah, deep speech is only for typical speakers are mind flayers and beholders.
Let's see. Druidic does not have a script.
No, but it's also secret.
I guess. Said, I need you to know, when I woke up today and saw the cat ears, I was so very confused for a good minute because I was not in the right head last. Oh, Exo.
I guess I could just go Undercommon.
Loxodon is a wise, bulky elephant race. Ooh. But also, how are you doing, Kiki? I am good. I'm getting a little bit of a headache, but that's also probably because I've been streaming for 6 hours. And it is almost 1 a.m. And I'm trying to figure out D&D stuff. There, Exo. Yes, there, Exo. 6 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
dude, you check my uptime. It is 6 hours.
Interesting.
Um. Hmm. I think I'll just go primordial and just do player's handbook of it.
Okay. I might just go undercommon. Just for the
I'm tired
simplicity
of
of that.
thinking about it.
I'll just go undercommon, and that way we have some common, elvish,
You're
and
insane for that? Well, I started it's helped that I've been switching
undercommon.
through and I've also been with other people.
I know the two
So
common
like
languages.
it's like the first hour of stream was
Okay.
me by myself on MCCI. And then I switched to Stardew with Praz and Kalis, and then we played that for probably 2 hours or so. And ever since then, we've been just chatting and doing D&D and stuff. So, how long would you say we played Stardew for?
I think we stopped around an hour 40, hour 50.
So we've been doing D&D stuff for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I feel like I've done nothing for 3 hours. All right. I have my last language. I don't think I'm willing to set anything else up without knowing my level type.
Yeah, a lot of it's level typed at this point.
I know the message was spam, but I wanted to know what the spam message says. D&D stuff for 3 hours and I wasn't even here to listen. It's okay, EXO, there will be a VOD.
Then persuasion's a plus
Tough
4.
feat for shy. Zed is telling you to check out the tough feat.
Oh, hold on. Where is that? Feet.
Nobody clip that out of context.
It does sound weird out of context. Ah, it's my hit point. Tough is your hit point maximum increases by an amount equal to twice your level when you gain this feat. Whenever you gain a level thereafter, your hit point maximum increases by an additional 2 points. I can have a lot of health.
Let's go.
Interesting. I could be very tough. Honestly, to be fair, considering I'm be up close, I probably would need that. Region. Okay, sleight of hand is a +2. Nearly got through all my skills. +2 and then a +0. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have 5 proficiencies. Overall. Okay.
We did it! Ish.
We did it-ish. We got it. We are somewhat set up.
We did pretty much what we could without Theo and without getting too much into the nitty-gritty of us making our characters.
Yeah.
So like I still have to sit down and figure out my equipment. And I think that's like the last thing I can do without knowing my level. I mean, obviously I got to think of a appearance and work out backstory, but it's better if I'm not sitting down thinking about that. It'll be better if I just daydream while I'm at work.
Yeah, I can also do my equipment, and beyond that, personality.
Tough feat gives +2 health per level, so it's the effect of a +4 to Constitution saving throw, without the other benefits of 4 additional Constitution. Okay, I hydrate. Kaylis, have you been hydrating?
I've been hydrating a bit. I need to go fill up my drink because honestly, I kind of have nearly run out.
Mine's almost out too, but I'm also just about to end.
I'm probably gonna.
I've been going for 6 hours, so.
I've been going for 5.
Yeah. So,
I am definitely gonna figure out my appearance and then draw it and put it onto Art Fight because
There you go. I will probably think of it. God, fucking, I have to show you this. I have a dress that I've recently become so obsessed with because it's just so fucking whimsical. And I think I'm gonna have my character wear this dress.
yeah,
I'm
I gotta think of a new outfit.
I'm gonna message it to you.
Okay, okay.
Like actual appearance of the person, I do have to think about that. I have to research what elves look like. But I also have to wait for Theo to see if I could be a descendant of a wood elf.
I mean, I feel like at least some semblance of the character could be the same because obviously if you're human as partly as well,
Mm-hmm.
humans can have any like hair color and stuff, so
Yeah.
you could at least think
Yeah, I can
get
roughly think of it.
farther.
I'm thinking like a darker hair color because it'll contrast better with this dress. Hold on, I'm trying to find a
Yeah.
decent picture of it. I think this is honestly one of the best ones. But like, I love
Ooh,
this dress.
that's nice. It's cute. I love it.
But yeah, I put that on and I'm like, this will be a D&D outfit.
I have to figure out an outfit for mine.
Oh, someone said light work, light work. Let's make another character. No. No. I think you know the dryad thing that Constantine maybe it's my main profile picture.
Hmm.
Um I think I will make a character out of that and use it as my backup character if any of them ever die.
Ooh. I
Speaking
have
of death, sorry, I learned about
backup.
this. Uh
Oh
hold on. If yours is a little more related, you should speak it
no,
first.
no, go.
Okay. I did a little bit more reading on combat in D&D and stuff.
Hmm.
And there's a thing called instant death. Do you know about it?
Oh, instant death.
Yeah. So it's like this thing where if your character's unconscious, so like session 2, Kairos is down,
Yeah.
and they receive um equal to or greater than their max amount of hit points, they just instantly die.
Oh yeah, because it causes you to like fail like saving throws and stuff.
Like no, that was just like an instant death. There's no failing the throw. That is just die.
I'm pretty sure also if you get hit while you're down,
I
it
don't know.
causes you to
Yeah, I don't remember.
get closer to death.
I don't remember how that applied. I just remember if it was greater than or equal to your max HP while you were down, you were just dead.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
But ouch.
Yeah, for real. Hi, Juliet.
Ouchies.
Okay, what were you gonna say? Sorry, I cut you off.
uh, all right. The only backup characters I have are the ones for the other our main
Oh,
campaign.
you made backup characters for that?
They are part of my backstory.
Oh, so they become your backup characters. Got it.
They would become my backup characters in the instance something happened to me.
Yeah, Saria doesn't really have anyone from her background except her parents, which I will not be playing her parents.
You know, it was just that I have technically two characters I could play, but both of them would make sense to come looking for me.
A critical hit on you while you're down counts as 2 missed saving throws. Oh, one regular hit while down counts as 1 missed. Does
Yeah,
it matter the damage? Like
I don't
one
think so.
hit, one damage counts as 1 hit, same as like 17.
It might. I think it's you don't want to be hit while you're down, preferably,
I
basically.
mean, obviously, you're quite vulnerable. I hate that when someone is unconscious, it is called like the person is prone. Because,
Yeah.
like, they're laying down whatever type thing. In the medical field, if someone is prone, it means that they're laying on their stomach. But in D&D, it's just they're laying down in general. And it's like
Yeah.
killing me inside because I'm like, but prone means something else. Similar, but not quite. If it exceeds your maximum HP while down, then yeah. Well, yeah, because that kills you. Critical hit is 2. Normal hit is 1. Doesn't matter if it's 1 damage or 17. Okay. Fun. All right, we done? I feel pretty done.
This is so funny. I can look at my spell sheet and be like, ah, yes, all the spells I definitely have.
Definitely. Definitely.
All the spells I definitely have,
Yep.
depending on what level I am.
Kiki, they're just so very you, but perhaps I'm projecting or something because I don't think my music taste is very me. I Listen, man, the only thing I've heard about your music taste is Pirates on a Boat. So, attacks on you while you're prone have advantage, so that's even more fun. They have advantage? That's fucking rude. Alright, we done? I'm feeling pretty done.
Yeah, I think it's as much as we can get done, honestly.
Yeah. Is there anybody that we would like to raid?
That's a good question. I don't know who's live. Give me 1 second.
Um, I have one person that is not you.
I know. I scrolled down of the thing. I was like, oh, Kiki's like, all right, hold on.
It's like, oh, wait a second. We're both ending.
We're both ending.
Pirates on a Boat is a joke.
Yeah,
I
I
figured
don't
that
have
much.
anyone
I
I
figured.
know that's
On the
live.
bright side, you also have advantage on prone enemies. I guess, but why would I attack an enemy when they're down?
To be fair, it's a little late for most people to be live right now.
Yeah.
And the people I know.
Zed says bye.
Goodbye.
I know someone if you need someone.
Yes, who?
Proton Pixie.
I would need.
It's all lowercase, no symbols, common spelling.
Proton Pixie. There we go.
All right. I will go say goodbye to chat.
Yes, yes.
All right. I'll be back in a bit.
Yep.
Gamers, thank you so much for tuning in today. Oh my god, that was a long stream. I don't think I've ever streamed this long. Bye, Zed. I hope you take care. Because some attacks can knock an enemy prone without them being unconscious. I guess that's true. So they're still in the fight. That's true. Bye, Kiki. Bye, Kaylis. Bye, EXO. We'll figure out a time to call soon. Because I need to yap about the whole backstory I have for Asteria. Because I'm strangling a pillow. I need to. Alright, gamers. If you need some water, go get some. If you need some food, go get some, please. I should start the raid. 1 second. Raid. Proton Pixie. Enter. Alright, gamers. If you don't know Pixie, she is absolutely lovely. She's wonderful. She's one of the people that I met at VidCon, and she's an absolute delight. If you want to keep up the D&D vibes, she is also a D&D vibe lover. So you could probably go talk to her about that. She also recently did like Ren Fairs, so you could talk to her about like her Ren Fair costumes probably. But of course try and keep it relatively on topic for her. I believe she's playing Fortnite. But I hope all of you guys take care. If you need some water, go get some. If you need some food, go get some. If you need some sleep, go get some rest. Please take care of yourselves, guys. And I hope you all take care. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'm not going away to this song. We're doing a different song. Different song even. Kingdom Dance. That's good. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Take care. Goodbye.